month and a half. Wow.
Wow, it's
Okay.
been that long.
Yeah, it's crazy. Time is like flying. Okay. Did I? Is this going to be over here? So I need to move that there. Cool. Okay. I don't know if I can figure the giveaway though. Uh-oh. So wait, if I go to here to stream.
Yeah.
Maybe I did set it up. I don't honestly know. Login. Twitch. I gotta post the message in Discord. Loyalty, and it's under giveaways. And it's... hello, whoever followed or liked or subscribed or did something. Digital games give... Okay, I can just copy the... Whoops. So yeah, I did not set up the giveaway. So I gotta just copy this quick. Okay. I don't need a picture. Send confirmation, yeah. Ticket cost is 20. Maximum tickets, let's say 50. And we'll give subscribers a little bit of luck. Create start. Okay. All right, the giveaway is up, and I think there's still the community giveaway that we had active like once upon a time. Well, I wonder if that... I don't know if that's even a thing anymore. Hello, Falco. Hello, John Mythstorm. No, okay, so Mythstorm's saying the community giveaway ended, so I've got to go to... Hold on. Sorry, everyone. That's why we're starting a couple minutes early here, because I have to try to use a computer like a human being. And I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm sad, and I'm scared, and I'm all... Well, I'm not all alone, because Zarina's here. But I don't have the image set up right, because I screwed up the thing. But now I'm fixing it. There it is. Okay, so now I'm fixing that, and then I got to go to Twitch, and... Channel? Video producer? One of these. Viewer rewards, okay. Channel points, okay. And then I go to manage rewards and challenges. Goal not met. But I can extend. Extend for 30 days. So I think it's up again. Okay, the seven game series community giveaways back up. Which you guys already had 10% of that done, so you're already not unclose to it. Okay. So I think I did it. Hello everyone. Hold on, I'm just making sure I have everything else set up here. Okay, hi everybody. And Streamlabs is saying we have between 4 and 400 million people in the channel right now. But chat's active. So really quick, hi Kareen, hi Zarina, hi Mythstorm, hi The Hill Silent, hi A Gaming 50, hi John Mythstorm, hi The Hill is Silent, and hi Falco, and hi The Hill is Silent, and Grand Noodle Life, and Bruce is probably here too, because it seems like something he would do. So hi everybody, we're back after, I don't know, away for 10 years. The last stream we had was Among Us, and that was awesome. And now we're actually here doing something relating to game dev for the first time in a long time, which is exciting. And I am joined by the lovely and talented Zarina for this stream. Hello, Zarina.
Hello.
And we're going to be doing quite a bit here. We have digital giveaways going. There's the digital giveaway through the community goal. There's a digital giveaway through Stream Elements that the Stream Elements bot should be telling people how to enter. I think they're both just... I think if you win or if we get the community thing done, it's the 7-game digital giveaway on your platform of choice. And the Stream Elements one, I think it's a digital Outbreak game of your choice. I don't actually know, but Stream Elements bot will put it in there. So thank you everybody. This is kind of the first stream where we show off something relating to actually successfully funding the Kickstarter. For anybody in video on demand land, or who's just joining us either now or will watch this video in the future, we ran a Kickstarter for Outbreak Shades of Horror, a next generation retro survival horror co-op game that ran from the end of August or very early September to the end of September or very early October. I don't remember. There was a lot of drinking. There was a lot of Stadia involved, and it's all a blur. we were successfully funded. We funded it, I think, in 8 days. We got higher than the goal. We got our first stretch goal done, which was AI survivor bots, which coincidentally is another reason why Zarina is here today, because she was somewhat attached to that goal in terms of getting us a Zarina AI bot and a Zarina playable character for the tutorial. And yeah, I think that's kind of it in a nutshell. We got the thing funded, and then a whole lot of stuff happened over the fall, and which, I'm not going to go into any of that stuff too deeply, just to say we're still figuring our way out of that paper bag, unfortunately. And we're here now in January. We have announced that we are switching from Unity to Unreal Engine 5, and I will talk at length very soon about why we made that decision. And then we're going to take a brief look back at we're not going to go through the whole series. We don't have enough time here because I want to keep this to about 2 hours or so. But we're going to take a look back at Contagious Memories really quick, which was our April 2022 release, which was done in Unity. We're going to take a quick look at the Outbreak Shades of Horror playable teaser, which was the teaser we released as part of the Kickstarter campaign. And then we're going to load up the Unreal Engine 5 prototype that we've been building, and you guys can see the difference in jumps from each of those. And I think when we get to Unreal Engine 5, you will understand why we made that decision. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. I don't actually have a whole lot of newsy stuff to go over, except we launched the Outbreak Shades of Horror pre-order store through BackerKit. Must have been about 3 weeks ago or something, as part of the surveys going out. So if you were a backer for the Kickstarter, you should have received your survey. If you did not receive your survey, DM me or Wordy Banshee on our Discord channel, or send us a message through Kickstarter, or email us at support@deaddropstudios.com. Any way you can get a hold of us, and give us, some information about you so we can get the survey sent to you, but you should have gotten it. If you were a person who backed the Kickstarter, or you're brand new and just finding out about us now, you can go to our BackerKit pre-order store, where you can still pledge. Basically, you're still pledging to the campaign. You can still get the physical and digital games that we'd offered through the Kickstarter campaign, but you can also still buy the ability to become an NPC or a playable character. All the money that is raised through the BackerKit store goes towards our stretch goals. When we ended the campaign, we had just finished getting AI Survivor bots done, and we were now moving on to cross-platform online multiplayer. I think we are, I want to say we're something, I got to get a report made out for this. It's somewhere in like 8,000 to 7,500 we're short of cross-platform multiplayer right now. So that's literally like 3 playable characters, I think, would get us there. Or if folks want to grab some more NPCs or just buy more stuff, physicals or digitals for the things, you can still support us and help us get the stretch goals done. We're still trying to get to Dino Break, obviously, which is going to be our spiritual successor to games like Dino Crisis. But at least we're not super far away from cross-platform online multiplayer. Although we do need to hit that at some point relatively early in the development cycle for us to actually do it, because the further we get into it, the more difficult it gets. So this stream is going to be about Unreal Engine 5 from an engineering perspective and me showing off cool stuff. The next stream next month is going to be Wordy Banshee's stream, and she's going to be talking about how we make the human characters in Unreal Engine 5, because she's the one actually doing all the sculpting and working with folks who bought the playable survivors and the NPCs. And she's going to do a deep dive on that, it's absolutely incredible. But I am going to show off some of the characters here, and then she'll go deep into that. So I think that's everything, and I'm actually now looking at chat. I ignored chat just to get through that. So, Zarina, did I say everything that there is to say? I don't know.
For now, but we have plenty of time.
We have plenty of time. So I just want to say thank you, Zarina, for joining me for this, because we have a lot of cool Zarina-related stuff to show off. So thanks for making time. Cool. Okay. So, really quick in chat, does anybody have any grievances they want to bring up with me right now? Because I know we have not done a stream in a while. So if anybody wants to yell at me about something, this is a really good time. I'm looking at chat. The Hill Sound says very awesome metahumans. Yeah. The Hill Sound says give Evan some money. Yeah, that would be stellar. Also, we would also take a publisher. We're going to be. Oh, the other newsy thing that I forgot to mention. We're going to be at cons. We're going to be at GDC, which is March. We're going to be there March 20th, 21st, and 22nd, which is the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Monday and Tuesday, we're going to be around the convention center talking to publishers and things like that. On the Wednesday, Wordy and I will be on the expo floor talking to folks that entire day. And then we will be at PAX East on Friday, 22nd, Friday, March 24th, Saturday, March 25th, and if we have a reason to still be there in March 26th, we have the tickets for that day, although we may end up going back if there's not too much to do. So you can catch us at GDC on March 20th, 21st, or 22nd, or you can catch us at PAX East on the 24th or the 25th of March. We're going to be posting in the Discord where we're at. We're going to be actively reaching out to publishers and folks to talk about Shades of Horror and show off the prototype and everything with that. But if you are going to either of those and would like to talk to us or just chat or anything, please let me know. If you bring along any physical Outbreak games, obviously we just had Contagious Memories from Limited Run Games back in October, November. So folks I know have those now. If you want to bring those along and have us sign them, we're happy to do that too. And we're going to try to get to more cons in 2023. We want to try to get to a Canada Con to go up and see Zarina and friends. And the moonshot right now, which I'm giving it's really at like a 10% chance right now. We would like to go to TGS in September. That one I think is the most unlikeliest, but right after we're done with GDC and PAX, we're going to try to figure out how to get up north for a Canada Gaming Con. So I'm looking at chat. If anybody wants to fight with me, just show me the game. People are just yelling at me in chat. Everyone's saying hi to Zarina, which is cool. Unreal Engine 5 is amazeballs. It's going to be awesome. Mistrom says, so does that mean Shades of Horror is launching this year so we can continue to yearly release schedule? Unlikely, Myth, but will people have something to play this year? I would not put that at 0%, and I think you're going to see why when we start showing this off. Everyone's just saying, what's up, everybody? Okay, so great. So we have 10,000 people in chat right now. Awesome. So Zarina, before we get into this, how are you doing? What's new in your world?
Not too much. Staying sane. Busy.
Staying sane. You're doing better than me. I just dropped my mouse.
Well, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, here. Cheers.
Yes. And me and Zarina were talking about this for a while, but we were talking about doing Airheads at some point on stream, so I've got the bucket here.
You are brave. I have a little pack.
I'm not going to eat this entire bucket. This is just this thing was like $5 on Amazon. Like it's hilariously large. So I don't know. All right, so let's dig into this. So really quickly, we're gonna hope Steam actually works. I am sharing, I think, the other monitor right now. Oh god, I just closed Discord. Great job. Yeah, okay. So let's really go quickly through Contagious Memories and talk about that. Then let's talk about the Shades of Horror teaser, and let's talk about Unreal Engine 5. We're not going to spend a lot of time in Contagious Memories or the playable teaser, honestly. So for folks who have been with us for a while, you know Contagious Memories was our April 2022 release. This was a spiritual successor to Resident Evil 2 and 3 on the PlayStation 1. This is a game that you can play in fixed camera, over the shoulder, or first-person shooter views, but the game was very much intended to look and play like a PlayStation 1 game if you made it on like an Xbox Series X in 2022. I think this is our best it's easily our best-selling game to date. It is our best reviewed game to date, although we have moved away from the gaming press because it's just there seems to be no place for us there. They don't understand what we're doing or why the series is successful. And very quickly, I just want to focus on two things before we move on to the Shades of Horror playable teaser here. This game was made in Unity 2021. This was in the standard rendering pipeline for anybody who is familiar with Unity. This has none of the bells and whistles on from the high definition render pipeline. Things like reflections, things like character models, real-time shadows, and volumetric shadows, if they are here, they're all faked horrifically. And I'm going to remember how to get into the photo mode. And I think they're on, yeah. So just really quick, I want to point out some things. The floor, there's planar reflection shadows where you can see the barrels and things reflected in the floor here. You can see those are real-time shadows, and if I had put Lydia in a better space, you could see that she's reflected too. And I swear I'm going somewhere with this. You can see that there's a real-time shadow that she's reflected. It's planar, so it's literally just a ground. It's literally a gigantic square over the level that's then calculating out the reflections for this. Things like the barrels are using static reflect. I'm sorry, I'm saying reflect. Whenever I said shadows here, just substitute for reflections. Real-time reflections on the ground, static reflections on the barrels, which are just doing cube maps that basically take a. If you can just picture it as like taking a camera that can take a picture in every direction from a point in space, it then tries to apply those reflections onto things like the barrels, the walls, other things here. And the things like screen space ambient occlusion, which is not Lydia's shadow or the shadows coming off of it, but it's kind of the blurry darkness coming off of the polygons or the objects on the floor. It creates a sense of depth, but it's completely pretend and is not even really accurate to how it looks in real life. And then Lydia, there are real-time shadows, which I thought were, yeah, they're on. And those are the shadows there that have more of a hard angle there. They're typically hard shadows, which means that they're like hard lines. There's a part that's shaded, and then there's a part that's not in the shadow that's not shaded. So the reason why I'm pointing all those things out is that this was the most technically advanced game we made on the basic Unity pipeline. And the floor, the ambient occlusion, this stuff, they're trivial, they're very common rendering techniques, but doing it for someone like me who doesn't have a game development background or a graphics programming background in Unity to get it running like this took me months and months of work. The reflective floors alone were probably 3 or 4 months of actual work to just get them to look like this and not run it like 1 frame per second. We spent just a stupid amount of time on those things that I just laid out, but the effect is that it created a much more polished and graphically advanced game here. And I don't even have the chat up anymore. Whoops. And that's just kind of what... The only thing I really want to point out here is that all this stuff that doesn't even look that great here, this was months of work for us to do. So, Zarina, I'm actually curious, because you're somebody who is plays a lot of video games, I assume. Whoops. It keeps flashing because I'm all tabbing and there's problems here. Like, what does this look like to you? Does this look like how you think a PlayStation 1 game would have looked in, like, 2022?
I never had a PlayStation 1.
Oh, really? Oh, interesting.
No, I started with the 3. Yeah, I started with the 3.
Oh.
So I can't say.
Well, okay, well, here's a better question, because one of the insults that I get that was very common during the series was that they people who did like negative reviews and stuff used to call these games really poorly made PlayStation 3 games. So I'm actually curious, like, does this look like something you would have seen on the PlayStation 3, or where in your mind is this kind of sitting in the land of graphics?
Well, the thing is, the textures like this, I don't remember seeing them back then, right? Like, if you look, even when at the ground, when you're showing all the shadows, you can see the textures of the floor.
Yep.
This was pretty advanced. It's too advanced for back then, I would say. Yeah, you see? You can see all the textures in the ground.
Yep. That's actually a great...
shadows, too. The shadows, too. Like, you can see overlapping shadows. You can see the lighter shadows, the darker shadows. Mm-hmm. The reflections of the light. No, it's too advanced for PS3.
That's interesting. And actually, those are all really good...
I'm not a fake gamer.
Well, no, I would have never thought you were a fake gamer, but that's actually interesting, because everything you pointed out there is actually true. Texture resolution was, I mean, obviously really low on the PlayStation 3, because I think it was either 256 megabytes or 512 megabytes of actual like video RAM on that thing. So things like those detailed floors and stuff, and even things like having the normal mapping on the floor to create kind of that illusion that lights like that there's divots in the floor and stuff. That was basically impossible back then. So I guess what I'm saying is I feel like, to me, this game feels like very much a PlayStation 3 game when I look at it. And I would kind of agree with everything that you kind of said there, that it's even a little more advanced in some ways than that. but that's kind of the most noteworthy stuff to talk about with this title. The other thing too is the characters, which are going to be a big thing that we talk about for the Unreal Engine. Lydia's model, if you played the prior games in the series, this is the same model that was used in the new Nightmare. Basically, we carried forward from each of the games. It went from New Nightmare to Nightmare Chronicles to Endless Nightmares to this. So this is actually running on a modified engine from New Nightmare, and hers is the same model. And for folks who played New Nightmare, this model is incredibly more detailed and better looking than what we had back then. And that was primarily due to upgrading textures on it and the animations not being completely terrible in this one. We put a lot of work and time and money into fixing the animations for this. And both of those things alone also took us many, many months. I mean, more like years for some of that stuff over the series' lifetime. So that's all I really wanted to point out here. This game is dated, and it's only a year old. Still plays great. Buy it. Limited Run has the physical up. Digitally, it's available too. It's a great game. You can play it as a fixed camera angle game too, which is tons of fun. Looking at chat really quick. Hill Silence is early PS3. Grant says, my wife says it reminds her of PS3 games. Okay, I think we're safely in PS3. Mythstorm called Zarina a fake gamer. So now Zarina's gonna ban Mythstorm. I like the yeah, and Granular Life says PS3 with some upgrades. So chat is saying that we're probably solely in the realm of a very souped up PS3 right here.
Yep. I have a question for you.
Yes.
The names, the company names, the logos, things like that. Do you design those yourself, like on the barrel?
Oh, no. Okay, this is a really good question too. This game is built entirely through assets that were either purchased from the Unity Asset Store or they were custom made by artists and modelers that we worked with. These barrels, and I believe most of this environment is from an asset in the Unity Asset Store, and we mixed a lot of different assets together to create diversity, and then we would move all the geometry around and make our own levels. Like we did this whole level layout ourselves based from the pieces that we pulled out of that pack, essentially. But yeah, there's a lot of this stuff is off the shelf, purchased, because that's all that we could really afford on the budget that we had for the game, and the budget was nothing. Like really, it was just nothing.
I was wondering when I saw the graffiti that you had in a couple of the shots you showed me.
Yep.
Like, does Evan sit there and kind of design
no
graffiti, or do you have any say on what gets in there? Well, I mean, obviously you have a say, but
yeah.
How much do you influence the background information and design and patterns and stuff?
That's a really good question. So essentially, I know kind of really what I want to go for in terms of the atmosphere and the tone for it. And then it's kind of the matter of finding folks who can either build it for us or that we can buy off-the-shelf components to get close enough to that. So it's like we never really get like a complete one-to-one match of what we had in our head for this, but we knew we wanted the game to start off kind of in an industrial warehouse because Resident Evil 3 started out in a warehouse. We knew we wanted folks to run into kind of an overweight male character and a somewhat slimmer female character, which are all tropes from the original Resident Evil 3 towards the beginning of the game. With Dario and his daughter, although the two in our game are not related. And basically, we just try to find all the pieces and put them together in such a way to get close to what we're imagining, because we don't have the budget to build it all like from scratch, as an example. We got a question from chat. The Hill Silent says, are you able to export those assets and import them into Unreal Engine 5.1 and update the shaders? The Hill is silent. I believe the answer is technically yes to that, but I'm not going to be doing that. One of the things that we try not to do with games in the series is we try not to bring assets from prior games forward unless it's absolutely necessary. And when you look at the new Nightmare to the Nightmare Chronicles to Endless Nightmares to this game, you should hopefully notice very few repeating assets. And the same is true of the Shades of Horror playable teaser and what we're going to show from Unreal Engine and Shades of Horror. The goal is that even though we have to use off-the-shelf components for a lot of stuff due to budgetary reasons and time reasons, we try not to bring too much forward in the games. There are a few things that do appear. We have a couple of crates and barrels. It's not these barrels, but we do have a couple of crates and barrels that I do put in all of the games just kind of as a kind of fun little link to each of them to keep them in the same world. But other than that, we try to keep everything unique to their own games. So you shouldn't really expect anything from Shades of Horror, or from Contagious Memories, to be popping up in Shades of Horror. But there is an exception to that, and I'm going to talk about that next when we load up the Shades of Horror playable teaser, because there is an Easter egg in there that no one ever called me on. And I want to just very quickly back out, because we got to keep this moving along. Hi, Ninja. Hi, everybody. It's awesome that we have so many people in chat. And please keep the questions coming. I want to just quickly show you a cutscene here, because we're going to jump over to the Shades of Horror playable teaser, because I'm going to show you the exact same area in 2 different places.
I'll never forget that September evening.
This street that we're rolling down here, in this cutscene right here, this street up to this 4-way intersection here, this is the exact same assets that are in the Shades of Horror playable teaser. I took the exact same city, the exact same layout from it, and then of course added very different things and changed everything else about it. But the playable teaser for Shades of Horror is literally that street from this game. So let's quickly switch over to the playable teaser for Shades of Horror, and then we're going to go into Unreal Engine 5. But yes, post your at Dead Drop Studios in chat with your questions so I see them. And Zarina's already asking awesome questions. So let's head into the playable teaser for Shades of Horror, which this is on Unity 2022, I think it was. It was the cutting edge build at the time, running on the high definition render pipeline. This build was made from scratch. It wasn't like a fork of Contagious Memories. I literally started from a clean build to make this and rebuilt all the pieces. Whoa, and that is loud. That is loud. Okay, so let's go into this quick. We'll go to easy mode because I don't remember any of the passwords.
This city was...
And I gotta close Steam so I can actually see what people are saying. Hold on. Sorry, I'm gonna have to alt-tab out here quick. Sorry, it's gonna break the game for a second. Hold on. I gotta get Steam out of the way. Okay, I'm back in chat. The Hillsound, I'm gonna answer that question in a second. Okay, so this is the playable teaser for Shades of Horror, and it's very, very loud in my headset. So we're gonna find the volume button quickly.
Hear it.
Yeah, wow, that is so loud. Okay, so that's much better. So that cutscene that I just showed you in Contagious Memories, it's this exact same street. This is the exact same meshes. The materials and the textures and stuff are different because they had to be rebuilt for Unity's high definition render pipeline. And the Unity high definition render pipeline is meant to give kind of those next generation graphics, things like awesome volumetric shadowing, tons of dynamic lights, incredibly detailed reflections, real-time reflections and things like that. And the reason why I want to show folks, why I wanted to show everyone Contagious Memories and go to this, is that all that stuff that I pointed out in Contagious Memories that was so hard to do was much, much easier to do in this one. There was literally a button to turn on reflections and have it built in at the engine level. Volumetric lighting was just a built-in thing. I didn't have to do anything special and build some of that from scratch to create the illusion of volumetric lighting. It's all just things that already existed in this upgraded version of the engine, because the original Outbreak, The New Nightmare, was built in Unity 5, and we carried over each game from that old state that's now like 6-7 years ago, or 8 years ago whenever I started. So this was designed to be like, what could we do with everything being fresh? With beautiful animated trees, beautiful shadows, volumetric shadows, but also other shadows around here. I think every shadow here is dynamic, and every light is too. So really quickly, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna answer your question in a second. Hill Silent. Hill Silent said, "How much time do you think you save by not doing baked lighting into the textures now in UE versus Unity?" We never baked lighting into the textures. Even back in New Nightmare, every light in New Nightmare, and even every light in the original Outbreak 2D, because that uses Unity lights, even though it's a 2D game, they're all dynamic. We did not actually ever bake the lighting into textures because it was so prohibitive from like a time to bake and a time to build and a file size perspective. And a lot of what we wanted to do with horror games was to be able to have that kind of dynamic light with flashlights shining around and shadows dancing everywhere. So that was an intentional decision all the way back when we did New Nightmare, which was now 7 years ago, to not do any of that. And this has no baked lighting in it as well. I believe this is all real time. And really quick, I think the code was 6661. I just want to go up and get the handgun quick because there's a couple things to talk about here besides the graphics. Really quick.
What the hell is going on here?
Man, Jeremy Campbell did the voice acting for this, and he did such a great job on it.
What's the combination?
And he will be back for, no, it wasn't, wait, what was the code? 112... Does anybody remember what the code was? I thought it was 1126. Anybody? Oh god, chat, help. It's 2236. That's what it was. Alright. So really quickly here, just to talk about this. This demo, Contagious Memories, was third-person, over-the-shoulder, first-person shooter, and fixed camera. This demo is first-person shooter only. If I had a way to detach the camera, which I believe I took out of this build, this is all we have going on here is just some arms and a gun. There's no character model. There's nothing else happening here. It's all just fake and pretend in the way that it's working here. So this is incredibly simple, but... You know, the goal here with the Kickstarter was to show folks a generational leap on that. Thank you, whoever just subscribed. You're the best. Granted, did. But the whole purpose of this was just to give you guys an idea of where we could go with next generation technology, and I think we accomplished that. So I am curious to ask Chat and Zarina. We just saw Contagious Memories. So what are your thoughts on now this compared to Contagious Memories? I'm curious. And I'll throw that over.
There's a huge difference in terms of the depth of everything. I mean, even this feels a lot more real than the other one does. Like, despite the fact that, yeah, okay, well, you just see the hands. It's not really. It's just an emulation of reality. But still, like, if the ember is floating in the sky, it feels like real space. The smoke, with the lighting behind it, the fire, the flames. It's really impressive.
No.
The way the little leaves are moving in the tree. Oh yeah, go back up.
Oh, go back up where? Up here?
To the right.
To the right.
Above the building, where you can see kind of like the...
Oh, the zombies up there?
No, the smoke. The little, like, raining smoke. I don't know how to explain it.
I don't know.
It's almost like fireworks falling, you know? Like
fireworks falling.
Yeah.
Oh, like off of the building there.
Yeah, off the top. Yeah, there. That's it.
Yep.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and that was kind of a big thing that we tried to do is with this demo, I wanted it to be, and I've said this on a few streams, so I won't go into this too deeply, but I wanted it to be overwhelming from a visual and audio thing, that there's just kind of explosions, there's sparks flying everywhere, the buildings are exploding, the leaves are flying everywhere, it's raining from that, and it's kind of funny, the one platform where folks could do user reviews on this was on Xbox, which I'm not thrilled about because it was a demo. And a lot of people thought that it was just too overwhelming, and it was actually a reason why folks gave it negative reviews. And I'm just kind of sitting here just like, yeah, but that was kind of the whole point, is you're supposed to be pretty uncomfortable in this space, and you're supposed to hear the zombies everywhere, but you never actually see them close up for the most part until you get to some of the fences and stuff. So I'm curious, Chat,
what a Hill of Silence said. Very atmospheric.
Yeah, that's what I was going for, and I'm curious.
It evokes the emotion you want to feel in a pandemic, in an epidemic. You know?
Yes. So that makes me feel good to hear folks say that. Corinne says this definitely feels current gen, which was the goal. So I'm going to call that a wild success. Things like the leaves. So everything here is super fake. Even these leaves that are blowing around, it's a Unity particle system that's just literally throwing leaves in a circle around you. They don't actually go off into the environment. And as you move around, it just slowly updates the position to make it feel like they're everywhere. But they're actually only like within like 5 feet around you in all directions here.
Granite has a question.
Who did? Wait, who had a question?
Granite. What existing system is the best way to enjoy this demo?
That's a great question. So, Stadia would have been actually near the top of the list. I worked with Google when we shipped this, even though we shipped this very, very quick on Google Stadia back when. And one of the things that we, through talking internally at Google, was, I basically at one point said to them, "Look, what would be more impressive for your customers? Do they want to see 60 frames per second, or do they want to see like cutting edge next gen graphics?" And it was interesting through those conversations that the theme was we want next gen graphics, and for it to be pushed as far as possible. And I believe they said aim for 30 frames per second, and I think they even said if you have to go lower than that, it's fine. Just make it look as good as possible. So the Stadia build, which is now, of course, lost forever to time, is the only build of this game that runs on Vulkan, which was necessary for running on Linux. And that version had a whole lot of little bells and whistles to improve the graphics, the lighting, the shadows, and everything to just kind of max it out as much as possible. And I think of any of the versions except for maybe PC with the graphics maxed, that was the best version to play this on. But since that no longer exists, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X are the best places to play this right now. And it's still available on both. Cool. Okay, so super quick. I think we've kind of seen everything here. We showed the reflections. We showed the upgrade, the increase in quality. Everything's great. But this demo, and a lot of people complained about this, but we just didn't have the time or the resources to do it. This demo doesn't have combat. It doesn't really have the inventory system. It doesn't really have anything that the prior games did. It's just more of a story trailer than anything with some puzzles hidden around and kind of some open-ended gameplay. So I'm going to kill this now. And we're going to boot the Unreal Engine 5 demo, and it's going to work perfectly and not crash. And it's going to be a great demo, and everyone's going to have a great time. Or else. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to bring it over. I got to make it full screen. Okay, so a few things, and this is borderless full screen, so I think I can go straight back over to Discord here. Okay, wow, it actually is flicking back and forth, though. Okay, so a few things, just because I actually read the Twitch, whatever the Twitch rules are on sexual content, nudity, and things like that, which is kind of weird that I'm even starting off with this. This game and this warning screen, we're going to leave it up for probably a good minute here while I talk, just so that it's on the video, so folks know what we're getting into, and anybody can jump out if they want to jump out. But yeah, the following is a prototype. This is not a video game. This is not probably exactly what's going to ship with Shades of Horror in a couple of years. But this is going to be kind of the foundation that we build forward from, and we try things, some that will work, some that will not work. And everything you're about to see is not final. It's going to change dramatically. It's not up to the quality of a final product. The graphics, the performance, the gameplay, all of it is not final, and all or none of this may make it into the final build, even though I think a decent amount of it likely is going to be the foundation for where we're going here. But I also just want to note that this title has extreme gore, it has blood, and there is nudity on the zombies. In some cases, if we somehow end up with the game randomly picks outfits for the zombies, and one of the variants is naked, so, there might be some nudity. So if anybody has any problems with any of that stuff, this is your chance to bail out. I assume nobody will, but I'm just doing this for the sake of my Twitch stream, because I want to make sure that this is, voiced ahead of time. And to be clear, so that I don't get banned, none of this is for the sake of, sexual content, for the sake of, it's not a game designed to be a sex game. It is designed that things will happen in the undead apocalypse, and maybe everyone is not wearing a three-piece suit and tie when the world ends. So I'm just putting this here because I don't want to get banned. I don't care if I get demonetized, because I've been demonetized everywhere else in my life. But this is just the warning here. This is the screen that's up. Everybody has had a fair warning here. Yeah, hey, Gaming says, as long as it's not the focus of the stream. I'm covering my bases here. So this prototype is built in Unreal Engine 5.1. What we're going to be showing off and talking about is a lot of the movement forward in terms of character rendering, animations, overall graphics quality for the game. We're going to be talking about some beginning fundamentals of the game mechanics and how we're going to be shifting the series with Shades of Horror. Again, none of this is final. We've been working on this for about 2 months now, give or take. I'm on my stream machine right now. This is a mid-range AMD machine with a mid-range AMD GPU. The dev rig that we bought through the Kickstarter financing has a 4090. It's got, top-of-the-line i9. It's bells and whistles. But we're purposely playing this on a mid-range machine because that's going to be likely how a lot of people are going to be playing this. If you have a 4090, it will look even better than this, considerably better than this. Actually, there's still quite a bit of headroom to go up here. 67. Yeah, I think I do have a 6700 XT. The Hill Silent knows somehow. Yeah, demonetization is real. And Welsh says, definitely unique, but also realistic having that amount of clothing, I guess. Okay. So let's get started. And, oh my god, that's loud. Okay, how loud is this? Hold on, I'm just gonna lower the volume a little bit because the music is really not a part of this, and that's stand-in music. So... Wow, that is loud. Is this loud for anybody else? It's like booming for me. Yes, Lady Z is awesome. That is also a truth fact.
It's Zarina.
It is Zarina. Zarina, is the volume extreme?
I don't hear it.
You don't hear it?
No, I don't hear it.
Oh, okay. Chat, has there been any game audio this entire time? Because it shows it's transmitting.
Grand Noodle Light says fine for us.
Okay, then it's fine. So, obviously, the reason why we wanted Zarina to be here is Zarina is featuring as one of our characters in the game, and is quickly probably becoming the main character of the game at the rate the quality of her model's going. What we're looking at right here, and thank you to whoever followed or just did something to us. That was Will B. One of the big things with Unreal Engine 5, and Wordy's going to do the next stream in February, and she's going to go really deep into this, how she makes the characters. But this character is basically... Well, Zarina, I didn't actually work on the character, so Zarina, do you want to talk to us about how you and Wordy built this character? Because I don't think I was involved with it at all, actually.
You sent me the pictures, but yeah, Wordy wrote to me and she asked me to send her a bunch of pictures. And I did. So she kind of looks like me. Hi. I'm sorry, I'm kind of freaking out right now. That's Zarina. Okay. Yeah, so that's it. I sent her some pictures and she worked on a couple of models for me. And then she asked how I like the hair. Like, there were a couple of styles of hair that she sent me that I got to choose from, so I chose this one. It kind of suits the way I wear my hair. She's kind of me, but more badass. But can I say badass? Well, I'm saying badass.
Well, actually, we always go to you to ask if we can curse, so you have the ultimate, vote if we're allowed to curse or not on stream.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm allowing it. Yeah, and then I had to send her another picture because I wear glasses, and I guess it kind of morphs the shape of my face a little bit, so I had to send her a picture without my glasses. But that's it. She just worked with the picture and was a little bit of back and forth for preference. But that's it.
Cool. And
really easy on my part, but she did an amazing job. Like, hats off to Wordy the Goddess.
Yeah, Wordy the Goddess.
Wordy the Goddess.
And yeah, so the characters that we're going to show everybody, these were done by Wordy, and it's kind of what Zarina said. She's just been kind of going back and forth with folks over email, asking for kind of images and ideas for how they want to look. And our big focus right now is on the actual, face and hair, is trying to get that in not, perfect. None of this is ever going to be perfect, but, in the ballpark, that it's close enough that people see themselves in the characters. And I think Wordy's been doing an amazing job on this. I do not think she's joining us on this stream, but she's going to do a whole stream next month about the characters, so she's going to go into... I think she's actually going to be making characters on stream and showing you guys exactly how we make them. But she's done a great job. Zarina did a great job providing the materials for this. Things like glasses and stuff, that's kind of the next step for us, because those are going to get added in through, the game, and I'm going to put the glasses on the characters' heads for what folks want them, but right now we're more focused on just the head shape, the hair, features, and things like that. For folks who played prior, Will is demanding a recap. Will, so up to this point, we took a brief walkthrough. Yeah, for folks who are just joining us, because I noticed the chat counter is going up. All we've done so far is we took a brief look at Contagious Memories, our April 2022 release, which was done in Unity 2021, but was part of a fork that started back in Unity 5 with very limited graphics. And then we went and looked at the playable teaser for Shades of Horror that we released as part of the Kickstarter process to show folks how far we came from Contagious Memories. And now we're just starting to talk about Unreal Engine 5 and how this is going to be a leap over what I just showed with the playable teaser. And the first leap, obviously, is that we have beautiful next-generation characters here through a pipeline that allows us to build them and to work with folks through sharing pictures and things like that. And then we sit down and we try to handcraft the faces and the features and things like that. And I do want to note, too, the Backer Kit store is open. $500. I think it's like $500 or somewhere in that ballpark. You could become an NPC and be a character in the story mode as an NPC. I think it's around $18.50. You can become a playable character in the game. Those are still up. Go buy them. They count towards the stretch goals. Get us to Dino Break is where we're going with this. But this is something that we put together already just based on what Zarina sent us through this. I'm looking at chat really quick.
Do it. So worth it. I'm seeing myself on screen and I'm flipping out. And Evan, I have to correct you. She is perfect. That's Zarina. She's perfect.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take it. And we're also...
I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you again. Look at her hair. Look at the texture on her shirt. Her little sweater there, little holes. See the texture of her skin.
She looks cool.
Stop interrupting you. Go ahead.
I think you look really cool. Like you were the first character that we did. You were actually the test character, because you have such like a personality in your features, and kind of what we were originally saying. I think this was like a month ago. Was like if we can get Zarina reflected properly in the game, then that's kind of like the proof of concept to show that we can really go places with this. And I mean, like I've been blown away by what you and Wordy did here. But I'm also really happy that you like it. Also, and I know Wordy's very happy that you like it as well. I do want to note something here quick. We don't have the facial animations in, so every character we're showing here has kind of the default expression on. That's still, there is a whole facial animation suite that allows us to talk and do emotions and stuff. That's why I prepared some of the on the temporary character select screen, showing some of the facial emotions. So this is the Zarina serious look, to just kind of really sell what a badass you are.
She does serious look better than I do.
Will asks, is it true that Zarina vetoed her Unity model and made you switch to Unreal 5? Is that true, Zarina?
I think he had too much to drink.
He had too much to drink? Miss Storm says those are such steals. Miss Storm asks, is Zarina going to be listed as Zarina, no last name in the game? Well, Zarina, you can call your character anything you'd like, and anybody who buys an NPC or a playable character, obviously as long as it is not a inappropriate name or, you know, out of touch with the game or what we're trying to do here, people can call themselves whatever they want. You can use your real name, you can use a fake name, you just can't use the name that somebody else owns, obviously, who's a known figure or somebody else, you know. But Zarina, I guess that's a great question. What are we gonna call your character in the game? Do you have an idea? Or is it just gonna be Zarina?
I don't know. I haven't thought of it.
Well, right now you're coded into the game code. Your unique identifier is Zarina in the game, so...
I imagine there aren't very many Zarinas in the game.
And just to show up... Yeah, I mean, whatever, and you can change it up to the last minute, so whatever you decide on here. So we have a few other characters that we just wanted to prepare for the demo here. Obviously, we have returning characters like Lydia and Hank. We have Lydia modeled, which I think this is a very great take on the Lydia model we just showed in Contagious Memories, to make her look realistic. Michiko is the opera singer, and she's Japanese, and I think this has come out really nice to show her features. We have a work in progress model for Corinne that looks incredible, and I know Corinne likely is going to still have iterations on this, but just to give you an idea, that Corinne's model looks awesome and is complete badass. Falco had an issue with the assignment and decided that he needed a pompadour, so he also became a proof of concept here. So Falco is kind of a legend already in the game. With his pompadour, and we'll talk more about his pompadour in a little while. And then the bartender is the other one that we have in right now. So let's keep moving through this here. So one of the things that was extremely hard for us to do in every game, and this would have been true in Unity if we would have done Shades of Horror in Unity, is characters, our human characters, and supporting a wide cast of characters is a lot of work for a very small team. Part of the reason why we chose to go over to Unreal Engine 5 is because it first of all, it has the tools to build the characters and allow us to have next-generation characters that are affordable for us to build, that will run great and look great, and will basically increase the quality of the product immensely, and give us, actually, as developers, greater control over how we build them and how we manage them. But also that the way that Unreal Engine, the way that you build games in Unreal Engine is built in such a way that supporting many, many characters. Now that we can build a lot of characters, the tools in the engine that allow us how to actually put the characters into the game and have reusable, like, game logic for how they play, and then just kind of put the character into that game logic, is so vastly improved that we can finally have a large cast like we wanted, where it would have been infeasible. The original characters that were in New Nightmare, our first 3D characters, there were 6 characters in New Nightmare. They all look extremely close to each other. There is no difference in ethnicity, skin color, anything, because due to a lack of experience on my part, a lack of budget to build the game, and a lack of ability to really implement it in the game, we had a very non-diverse cast in the Legacy series, I guess that we're calling it now, because this is kind of the start of a brand new timeline. But in this game, we're going to be able to support many different ethnicities, genders, folks from all across the world, different skin colors, everything more accurately. These tools are such a big jump forward for us, and the way that the game's built allows us to support a massive cast. At the rate we're going, I would expect the cast is going to end somewhere around 40 or 50 people, and I know we've actually had folks buy playable characters after the Kickstarter ended too, so there's still more folks jumping on. And that's really important to me, because one of the great things about Resident Evil Outbreak was the insanely large cast of characters you could be. The main cast was big, and then there were bonus characters. Like, there was literally 100 possible characters, I think, in Resident Evil Outbreak. So we're going to finally be able to realize that in our game as well. So looking at chat, did Wordy do the character art? Yes. All the characters are done by Wordy. She's been sculpting these faces using the MetaHuman tools. She's been working on these characters for... This is the results of about 2 months of work from her, and she's been working non-stop on this, talking to people, iterating. These are the ones that we're ready to show. And yeah, we're going to have a lot of characters, and it's going to be a very, very, very diverse cast. So that's kind of the first thing that Unreal Engine 5 gives us, is we can finally have a big cast, we can finally support them, and they can play. So let's hop in really quick to a test scenario. And I just want to note, folks, the game will probably crash. We're going to be rebooting it. It's a prototype. It's untested. This stuff is going to break horrifically. So let's start out... Let's hop into the city quick with Zarina. Yeah, I'm fully expecting we're going to crash a couple times. Especially because I'm on a mid-range machine right here. Alright. So, this is kind of... the next thing we're going to talk about is kind of the environments and things like that. I'm going to hop it quick into the photo mode just to pause the game here quick. Actually, I'm going to pick a better place to hop into the photo mode where we can actually see things. Okay, so hold on. I'm going to wait for a light to flash, and boom. Okay. So when we build games, the way that we kind of start out with environments is trying to... Oh, I'm sorry, Zarina, I have the wrong weapon out for you.
That's not the weapon I chose.
Yes, but this is.
Oh.
There it is. Your Desert Eagle.
There it is.
Yep. Although I didn't get a really good light. Hold on. Now I'm going to be obsessed with getting the light right. Hold on. because the Desert Eagle looks incredible. I want the blue light. Oh, I screwed it up. There it is. That's a nice bright light. Okay, so what we've done, what we're going to be showing off in terms of environments right now is these are kind of some prototype environments to kind of, because the goal is we're trying to like set what we want the different scenarios to kind of look and feel like. And a lot of what we're going to be showing off here is kind of these little test areas that we're building that contain a lot of different elements of an environment that we want to know if it works or not and see how the lighting works in tests like this. So these are, I'm not like in a finished level from the game. This is just kind of a test map. And we're going to go across a couple other areas here just to kind of show some of the different mechanics. And we have the photo mode paused so we don't get eaten by a zombie here with this thing here. Zarina has chosen the Desert Eagle as her starting weapon. We're going to have every character be able to pick what they start with. And Zarina has made an awesome choice here. Zarina, why did you pick a Desert Eagle? I'm curious.
It's pretty badass. There's no other reason than that.
It's awesome. And yeah,
I'm
so
Canadian, I'm not into guns, but you know,
neither
it's a
am I.
zombie apocalypse movie, so I need a badass gun.
Absolutely.
I
So
didn't
yes,
wanna- I didn't want I didn't want an automatic rifle. Well, this is semi-automatic, I guess. I didn't want an AK-47 or something crazy. I wanted something that like I could just kind of like stuff in my pants, walk around.
nice.
And I think it holds 7 bullets. Is that it?
Yeah, I have it set to 7 right now, but if you want to change that, we'll.
No, 7 is good. I didn't want a shotgun because that's only 2 bullets, right? Like I didn't want to have to load every 2 seconds. I was like, 7 is good. I put a lot of thought into this, I guess.
So yeah, I think you made an excellent choice. I was actually really excited when you picked that because I always loved the Desert Eagle. I'm not a gun person either. I don't know anything about guns, to be honest with everybody. But I always thought the Desert Eagle was cool because I played Counter-Strike 25 years ago, and that was always fun in that. But for folks, and yes, there's going to be a little bit of advertising for the add-ons here because we got to get to Dino Break. When you pick a playable character, we're letting you pick your starting weapon. You're going to start with a sidearm or something small on the side, a melee weapon, a sidearm, something. So that is one of the benefits of picking a playable character is we will put you whatever you pick as long as we can support it into the game. And I just want to kind of show here. This is again, we're on a mid-range AMD machine right now with a mid-range AMD graphics card. These are not max graphics, and this is already a huge leap over what we could even support with the playable teaser for the Shades of Horror, because that didn't have any characters, it didn't have any real gameplay or anything here. And you can see how beautifully, even on a mid-range machine, Zarina's model translated over. And I'll post, I'll take a couple 4K screenshots on the 4090 rig just so folks can see max graphics, but I still think this looks phenomenal for how well it's running at. We're at, I think, around 40 frames per second right now on this mid-range machine right now. And I guess Zarina, so we saw your character super high-end with the ray tracing going and everything. How do you feel that this translation to a mid-range machine looks? Does this still look good to you, or is it I'm curious to get your thoughts on it.
It looks fantastic.
It's awesome.
I'm still super excited. And if you look at the weapon too, look at the lighting on the Desert Eagle.
Yeah, that's actually a really cool thing to point out. The Desert Eagle is reflecting the environment in real time.
Yeah.
There's Zarina. You can actually see Zarina in the gun. And that's, oh man, Zarina, you're really good at being a friend on these streams, because that's a great natural segue. The reflections we showed in Contagious Memories were incredibly limited. They were planar reflections, which means it's a flat plane, and it's just kind of reflecting what the plane can see. No walls, no nothing else. It's just kind of the ground. In the Shades of Horror playable teaser, the reflections were a little more advanced, but it really wasn't that much more advanced. It just was crazy more effective. This game, and we're going to even show it through like when we start fighting zombies and the blood on the floor, this game is going to have real-time reflections literally on everything that's shiny. And that is just a huge, huge quality enhancement for the game. So, I mean, you can just even see it here, and I'm so glad you pointed this out, but yeah, she's reflecting off the gun. And the cop car will as well, too, and everything, too. And you look really cool. And even, Zarina, I want to point out something that you actually pointed out to me that you said was really cool earlier. I'll wait for the framed update, but the realistic lighting, we're using the Lumen lighting system, which is kind of the next generation lighting system in Unreal Engine 5. And you can kind of see even on your hair here, that the light bouncing off the edge of your hair looks so realistic to me. And I didn't really notice that until you pointed it out to me. I think it was like a week ago.
Yeah, I mean, normally when you play video games, the hair is like, lately the hair can be pretty impressive in the games, but typically it's like one article moving, But here, like if you look closely at the top of her head, all around her head, you see all the little baby hairs and you see the light reflecting off of that. Looks like real hair. It's really impressive.
It's
And it's
incredible. I
not
mean,
perfect. You see some strands going a little bit sideways. That's what real hair looks like. I'm blown away.
and I'm gonna jump out of the photo mode quick. I'm see if it'll work on this. It's hard. I think it's because some of the settings are down. So the hair, I don't think this graphics card supports it, but on the 4090 and on high-end graphics cards, the hair is modeled at the strand level. And I'll get a video. I actually thought this computer would show it, but it's apparently not. Zarina's hair moves around her body on the higher end settings. The individual strands are replicated. They're like they do the physics calculations. So her hair actually moves across her face and the back of her model as she moves. I don't think I don't think it can do it. It's doing it a little bit, but not a lot on this. On the higher end graphics cards, it looks absolutely incredible in motion. But I think I don't think that's supported on this graphics card. It looks like. But that was something I really want to show off.
A little bit.
Yeah, there's a little bit of movement, but like on the high-end graphics card, like your hair like waves around a little bit. It looks really neat. But yeah, it's super cool. But even without that it's supporting that, the hair still looks great. This is now a stream about hair. But it's super cool. Yeah, well, I'm hoping Grant says hoping GFN will pick us up. Yeah, I hope somebody does. Publishers, if you end up watching this on video on demand, we're going to be at GDC, we're going to be at PAX East. We are actively looking for a publisher for this game. We are being published physically from Limited Run Games, but we would love to have a development publisher for the series and for this game so we can keep building the greatest game ever. Man, Zarina's so cool. The other thing, too, your eyes are, like, incredible in this. Look at your eye. Well, I know you're a little delayed for me. I'll keep the screen up there till it catches up. Your eye is reflecting things.
Wow, yeah, you could see the different colors, the way an iris really looks. It's not just one solid color; it's a mesh of two.
That's incredible. Wow, Unreal Engine 5 is so cool. And we're in the photo mode right now, messing around, but we are going to support a much more full photo mode. I'll just talk about this really quick, where you can change things like the frames as we'll go through. You can have like Zarina in black and white, and let's see what else we can do here. We can have Zarina with auto. Whoa, that actually unfocused you. Let's not play with that because that's clearly not great. We can put a frame around Zarina.
Will be Zarina and Disco.
Yeah, Zarina and Disco. You can do this and have the size cut down there. There you go. But we're gonna ship the game with a very fully featured photo mode as well, so folks can take advantage of these graphics and have fun. And you too can. I guess we'll run Zarina photo contests at some point in this game, I guess, and everyone can send in their best Zarina photos. Ooh, Zarina in lithograph looks cool. But yeah. Okay, so the character models are great. Animations are also quite a bit better. I'm going to start moving around a little bit. We can... Actually, I'm going to get a cool shot here of... See if I can get the gun firing. So we can talk about animations and physics and things like that, too. The animation system is much more advanced. I know we showed it off here. I'll get a cool screenshot here. But there's accurate finger modeling on the guns, the arms, the head, everything. And we're going to eventually have facial reactions on the characters. The particle system, obviously, here with this muzzle flash is much more advanced. You can even see the real-time reflections in this shot, too, from the muzzle flash off the wet ground. Like, the more lights, the more particles that start in this game, it really, really starts to look incredible. And you can hear, wow, that would be a really cool screenshot. Take photo. Yoink.
You can see the shell there, too.
Yeah, and we have the accurate modeling for the physics for, like, shell ejections, and we're going to be doing all that really fun stuff. But it's kind of a big forward. The Hill Silent is asking, is temporal super resolution on? It's similar to DLSS, but built in. Yeah. So to answer the Hill Silent question, yes, temporal super resolution is on right now. We will have it on. We're likely going to ship with it on. It's really, really good. Because this is a very mid-range machine, I have us at 50. I think it's at 50% rendering quality on a 1080p image. So the other thing I want to point out here too is that this is not running at 4K. This is not even running at 1080p right now. This is running at 1080p with a rebuilt image using the temporal super resolution, and it still looks really good. The game natively at 4K looks absolutely insane, but we're going to support the resolution scaling and stuff like that, and probably we'll have an option for DLSS 3 for NVIDIA folks by the end of this, but that's all on. The Hill Silent asks, are you going to have separate animations for first and third person? And the answer to that question is no. And I'll tell you why right now. By going into first person mode. We're not. It's one of the things I want is that the character is modeled realistically. So when you're in first person mode or third person mode, it's the same character, it's the same animation, and Unreal Engine lets us have the quality to be able to do that. To support it here. And you can see Zarina's feet, and you can aim up, and you can have a great time. So the answer is no, there will not be separate animations. And the when it is in here, I do not have a demo of the fixed camera angle view yet, but when we do have it, oh, whoops, let's not do that. Let's actually make sure Zarina has a head when we go into photo mode. That's a fun little debug glitch going on there. But literally, when we're in fixed camera mode, it's going to be something like this. I'll let the frame catch up to the folks on camera here, and it'll be the exact same character in all three modes. And the reason is that we don't have the budget to do separate animations for every view, but also it simplifies the game systems, and the animations and the graphics quality is good enough now that I don't need to worry about doing separate animations, separate models for first, third, or fixed camera view. Will says, shut up and take my money. Will, you can go to BackerKit right now, put down $1,850, and get yourself in the game as a playable character with your starting weapon of choice. And it would really, really, really help me out. So if you really would like to give us some money, man, buddy, I got a website for you. And anybody watching this, you can go on there right now on our BackerKit store, which if I would have been smart, I would have posted the link in chat. I'm going to try and find the store link because I'm realizing now that I should probably have the BackerKit store in chat. BackerKit Shades of Horror. Can somebody, I don't know, I want to ask Myth, but I don't want to ask Myth to do anything because the second I ask Myth to do one thing, I start then relying on like Myth to do everything in my life because Myth is competent and I'm not. And we have it on the Kickstarter page, and I don't want to bother Myth because I love Myth. The bottom line is Myth. I'm posting it in there. Okay, I'm going back to the thing before I break the stream. Zarina's still on camera. Good, I didn't screw this up. I just posted a link to the BackerKit store there. You can still get things like get your name on a gravestone, get your name on the Opera House plaque, other fun things like that, but there's still become an NPC in the game, become a playable character. Things like that are still things that you can buy and add on, and will make you a beautiful custom model. You'll have to say over obviously your face shape will be customized for you, but you'll have say over your clothing, and obviously we can do very different ethnicities, very different genders, very different pretty much anything. We have not found something that we have not been able to do yet, and Wordy's going to do a great stream in February discussing how she's been building these characters. Man, Zarina, you look so cool. Just become the main character for the game.
I'm gonna be playing this nonstop when it comes out. Like
it's so you look so cool.
Off work. Not gonna feed kids.
Well.
I'll feed the kids. Might not work
though. So let's take a walk around. Let's go find a friend. Let's have Zarina is also. I just want to make sure this is for all of posterity. Zarina's character was the first character to kill a zombie in the development of this game. So Zarina has the first kill award for Shades of Horror. So we got some friendly zombies over here. Hi, how are you? The zombie AI in this is set to idiot level. It's set to just nothing. They're not going to really track us too much. They're going to just kind of wander around the area, do their own things. They will get very slightly aggressive if we get too close, but other than that, they're going to just kind of chill out for the most part. A few things to note.
Crawling, that's so creepy.
Oh, it looks so good though too, especially when they get close. I'm going to talk about some of the gameplay mechanics we're going to be likely changing. Obviously, nothing's final, but here's where we're going. We're not going to do a crosshair. It's going to be the laser sight TBD, and obviously we'll allow customization. Unreal Engine 5 is going to be the first game where we support per pixel polygonal. The polygonal is the word I'm trying to use here. Hit detection on things. So you're going to have a hyper accurate laser on all the guns to use Resident Evil inspired style for this stuff. We're not going to have a crosshair. We're going to bring back the laser sight on everything, except obviously melee weapons and things like that, because you will be able to shoot. You have to actually hit the zombie to do damage. If you shoot between their legs, it'll go between their legs. And there's going to be limb-based damage. It's already in the game here. Headshots do a lot of damage. Chest shots do some. Hitting the arms does less. Hitting fingers does less. It is very limb-dependent with a focus on headshots. So we're really upgrading the combat, and as part of that is we're not going to have crosshairs. We're going to have the laser sight. I don't know if it'll be this exact laser sight, but as you can see, it is per pixel detection when it hits things.
Can the laser be turned on and off for people who want more of a challenge?
Yes, there will be an option for the laser turn on and off, which is, I think I do have it in this build. Boom, there it is. So yes, if you want to do free aiming, based on where you think the gun will go, we're gonna have an option for that too. Turn off the flashlight just because it's a little easier to see here. But yeah, actually, I wonder, does the laser actually respect that if we do this? Oh, it is. Okay, because the laser also turns off when it's on when you're doing certain animations, like when you're running. Like it'd be stupid for the laser to be looking up while you're running like this. The laser tends to only show up when you're doing something that actually can be done with the laser. Although it still needs to be shut off for when you're reloading because you can't fire while you're actually you can fire while you're reloading because you can do a partial reload and interrupt by firing. So it does need to be on for that. Looking for chat for questions here before we keep moving forward. Mythstorm says, will there be weapon attachments? Yes, there will be. I don't know what exactly yet, but yes, you can expect that there's going to be some form of weapon attachment systems because it is so easy to set up in this engine. I already know how to set it up and how I'll do it. Hill Silent says, will there be detailed gun animations like cocking back and bullet cases ejection? Yes. You can see them eject right now. Hold on, I'll try to get into photo mode. Actually, let's get the car there so we can see the shell ejection. Let's go into photo mode, free camera. There's the shell casing ejecting from Zarina's super cool Desert Eagle. So we're gonna physically model all of it. It's obviously a fake thing, so you can see it's rotating in air as we move around because it's kind of a fake effect. But it does bounce off the ground. It makes sound effects. But yeah, there's going to be shell casings and stuff. Yes, we're going to do suppressors. Someone's asking about suppressors. That is going to be a thing because the zombies are going to have a hearing component for them. This demo is missing a lot of sounds. The sounds that I have in though are the gun firing sounds. There's not sounds for things like reloading and stuff yet though. But Zarina looks awesome enough that nobody notices that the sounds are missing. Looking for more questions in chat. Will there be a merchant type NPC? So I've actually had a lot of thought about the merchant type NPC, and I'm thinking I have some thoughts on that. It's not going to be somebody that you encounter in a level because it's going to be scrounge-based gameplay, but we likely will have an in-game merchant for some things. And we have a friend from the Limited Run Discord who bought an NPC, and I think they're going to be the perfect person to be our shopkeeper. And I don't want to reveal who that is because I still have to talk to them, but I have a pretty good pitch for them. Other cool things just to talk about, since we're talking about this, when you get close to the wall, Zarina moves the gun out of the way so the gun doesn't go through the wall. We're doing little stuff like that. One of the things I've always wanted for so long, too, is leaning in the game, which is here. So you're going to be able to, and let's find ourselves a nice little corner here to demonstrate this. Let's go to first-person mode. So Zarina's hiding behind this corner and sees a zombie over here. She can now lean to the side and shoot. You can lean, of course, the other way. Yeah. But we have the nice leaning animations in there to give you a little bit of a view, which still needs some tweaking. It works a little bit better in first person, but you can lean. And that's part of the reason why I like the laser sight, because you can actually see where the bullet's going to go as you lean around with that stuff. Zarina, of course, can crouch. Crouching is a new mechanic. We had crouching in Epidemic, I think, but it didn't do anything in this. It's gonna come into noise-based gameplay. But Zarina is able to crouch. When you run, I think you do stand back up right now. Yeah. I'm trying to get a nice shot of you crouching. Problem with the Undead Apocalypse is it's kind of dark. Hold on. Maybe there's a nice light over here we can get under. We'll fire the gun to create even more light. But yeah, like Zarina, you can do a nice little crouch move here. I'm going to probably have crouching increase accuracy of your gun. And we're going to obviously have environmental stuff that you have to crouch under to crawl through. And we have a new mechanic that's going to be coming into the series as well that I'll show off right now. Let's see if I can do it, though, because I'm a mouse and keyboard, and I'm a gamepad person. And I'm trying to juggle a whole lot of mouses. One of the new mechanics is going to be sliding. Woohoo! So there's going to be, obviously, things to crawl under. So you're going to be able to run away from zombies and, like, slide under stuff if you're running. Although you do have a limited amount of stamina, as you see the bar charging up there. I ran out of stamina while I was running. But yeah. And you can fire the gun while you're sliding. I made sure that works. Because Zarina needs to be able to fire a gun while she's sliding. So the goal here is that we're trying to get a little bit further away from the kind of the PlayStation 1 controls. In this game, we're going to deliver a modern shooting experience. You're not going to be Rambo. Zarina's Rambo, obviously, but you're not going to be Rambo. You know, we're going to have modern shooting. It's going to be a little more restrained in fixed camera angle view, obviously, but even that's going to control a little bit more modern as well to this. But I think we're at the point where the game needs some pretty modern shooting mechanics, and it would be stupid for me not to admit that a big part of our negative reviews come from the hyper focus on retro gameplay. And I think we're going to get a little bit more of a modern crowd and a bigger player base by kind of embracing a little bit more modern gameplay in places. And you can see kind of here.
Questions in the chat.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Will
look
the
at
laser sight go through glass? Will be.
No, it's going to stop. So you can actually hold on. I'm going to make a liar out of myself, but it should be stopped. Oh, I have the laser sight turn off when we go into photo mode. That's right, because it looks weird. It should be stopping when it's going into objects. It's not doing it when it goes through zombies right now, but I have to set that up. It was one of the things. I literally worked on this for 12 hours today before this stream to get this as far along as possible before we showed it off. But it's going to stop when I think you can see it here because the cop car window is glass, so we can kind of see through it a little bit. It stops. It's going to stop at a place where the bullet will hit, essentially, is what the goal with it. I still want to get the little dot at the end from Resident Evil 4, how they did it on that. There was a little dot when you were going to hit an enemy or something. I've done some prototyping with that, but it's not working well yet. So I just turned it off for this because it does not look good right now. Okay, so looking for chat because I'm sorry I've been doing. Hey, Bruce is here. Hi, Bruce.
Hi, Bruce.
Yeah, head tracking would be cool. What does that mean? The Hill of Silence. What does head tracking mean? Like VR? Because you do, your body does shift. Like, hold on, where's? God, the zombie apocalypse is so dark. Like here, you see Zarina's standing here forward. Her midsection is turning as she looks around. Her head's not turning, but her midsection is. So we do have kind of like that level of it in.
Oh, I think just before that he said, will you have the head move towards points of interest like enemies and items?
Maybe. And the reason why I'm going to go with maybe on that is that the characters, although this is a really great system that we have here to get custom characters in, this having a reusable character rig like this where it's hooked up and it looks really, really nice like this, This was about a month and a half of work for me. There was a lot that went into the different layers, so we could just dump a character right from MetaHuman on, get it in this system, and have it work. And unfortunately, one of the problems is the head. Well, no, the problem's the neck. The head's actually fine to turn. Maybe. Let's go with maybe. I don't think there's a reason why we can't do it. I just have to do the right system. But that was always a nice little mechanic in Resident Evil 2 and 3 on the PS1 to have the head turn. So we'll try and make that happen because the head is fine to turn. The problem is the neck is a little limited right now. It took us a while to get the neck looking as good as it does. Believe me, this neck, the fact that the neck looks like this right now was a tremendous accomplishment. And that we can just drop in other models to be able to do it. Looking at chat, will owning this game make my grandma respect me again? Yes, Will, it will. But really, Will, your grandma will only really respect you when you buy that playable Survivor add-on and really, really go to the next level to support the game. I like the cop car. I like the light. The light is so shiny. I like shiny light. And Zarina, obviously, this is kind of expected here, but the model is self-shadowing. It's worth pointing out. Zarina's model shadows her own model. So it's not kind of a big deal in 2023, but it's important that it's there because that is an important thing for realism. And Zarina's model also is reflecting like screen space ambient occlusion to help it kind of feel that there is what's the word? It's that subtle light where like two angles meet in real life. There's a little bit of shading that happens, and it helps make the model look more realistic. Zarina is top of the line. Zarina's the best.
Well, yeah.
There you go. I have the field of view. Wow, you can really zoom in with the field of view. Look at that fire effect. And look, nobody can yell at me about fire anymore. Let's go look at the fire. God, I got so many DMs and yells about the fire. Look at this beautiful fire.
Why?
What a great fire. Because people are jerks about the Shades of Horror playable teaser. That fire is beautiful. You want to go see some beautiful fire? Let's go see some beautiful fire. This is actually my favorite demo angle that we have right now. I've been doing a lot of screenshots in it. Oh, hello, zombies. Hi. Hello.
Bam.
Hey,
Bam.
you're wearing
Bam.
pants. All right. Zarina's going to start. Oh no, your Desert Eagle's empty. All right, Zarina's going to take him on with her machine gun. Ah! Take that, zombie. So let's talk about gore. This actually probably wasn't the best angle to do this, but I'm going in with it and staying. Gore in this game is going to be realistically modeled. I don't have the decals on the models yet for where I shoot them. This is a really bad angle. It's too dark. Hey, don't hit me. Ah! I'm in caution now. Let's shoot somebody near a light so we can see how gore and blood works. The blood is modeled properly now. As you shoot a zombie, they bleed. And the bleed is linked to the place where you shoot them. Right now, it's not set to be super extreme, but blood and gore and bodies in this game, the goal is going to be for them to just stay. And that's going to be a big change. So you can see we shot the zombies. They bled a bit on the floor. They've got their bodies here. And the blood on the ground has real-time reflections on it, which is just incredible.
I'm blown away by the textures.
Yeah,
Everywhere.
it looks
gravel,
so.
the water.
Oh, the gravel
the
looks
light
so
reflection.
good. So the goal is going to be when you create a bloodbath, it's going to stick around in the game. And I don't want it to disappear. Maybe it's going to have like something like a 10-minute line on it. You're completely out of ammo. But the goal is for blood and bodies and stuff. I do have the bodies still kind of phasing out a little quick, but stuff is going to stick around. The blood sticks around. Get him, Zarina! Get him! Yeah! Knife attack.
Ha. Take that.
Yeah! Backstab. Double damage. But you can see the blood off of their head, yeah. You can see the blood is reflecting everything realistically, and it looks just... It is just so neat. I love that we're all talking about blood on a Friday night. And this is you.
Silence says teabag him for mass disrespect.
No, I'm not going to do that with your model.
She's missing some parts for that. Same.
But yeah, I want the gore to stick around. And unfortunately, none of it hit the wall, but it does stick to the items in the wall. It sticks to the walls. It sticks to the doors. None of it landed on there. But it is modeled. The blood droplets fly out of the zombies. Whatever they hit, they stick to. And we will have the decals for where you shoot zombies on. I just haven't gotten that in yet. But gore is taking a big step up here. Will says, show crate breakage. There is no crate breakage in this demo right now. I should have did that. I should have put some crates in here to break. That was a mistake. What else? Spoilers. Miss Storm saying spoilers. Oh, I did?
We did oh, shoot, I lost it. Will there, I think it was A Gaming. Will there be unlockables like unlimited ammo?
Oh, of course, yeah. Yeah, we did those in Contagious Memories, and we will do them again. I think I actually committed during the Kickstarter that there would be unlockables like that, and we would do cheat codes. We would actually have some cheat codes for folks. That angle looks really cool. Anyway, so
you can have a Desert Eagle and unlimited ammo, like unstoppable.
Yes, that will be a thing. That will be one of the things that we aim for with Zarina. You're also going to be your bot's going to be the kind of the easy mode tag along bot too to help people out. You're going to be like unstoppable. That's a beautiful angle there. Will says DLC Extreme Mess Cleanup Simulator. Yeah, that'd be funny. Somebody did ask outside of this. I don't know if anybody asked in chat yet. Will we be able to shoot the heads off zombies? Yes, that will be a thing that we're going to support this time around with like the shotgun or a critical hit on the head. I want the head to explode and gore to go everywhere. Will there be gibs? Yes, we're going to do gibs. Like when their head explodes, pieces like matter from the head flying all around, and bouncing off the ground. Gory stuff. And no one's ever going to yell at me about fire again. Look at this fire. Never again.
Makes Zarina the Sarah Connor of the game.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah, as replayable things to unlock. Yeah, Welsh man, we're gonna have to believe me. Every game in the Outbreak series has a crazy amount of unlockables and stuff in them already. We're not gonna stop doing that. What's the other question? Fake fire. Yeah, the hill someone already yelling about fire. Zombie on the ground. Oh, I'm gonna be in danger soon. Hi, zombie. Yeah, fire looks good.
Can we kick crawling zombies in the face?
You can't kick, but you can. Oh, whoops. But you can. Oh, I don't remember what button I made it. You can melee attack with your weapon. I know. I have it on the controller rigged up. Hold on. I'm gonna try to plug in a controller and see if I can do the melee attack. Is the controller even working? Oh God, no. Oh, did I break it? Wait. I don't think the controller's connecting. Is it? Yeah. Okay. Controller's in. Yeah. So you can melee. Although right now, due to a hitbox error, I'm hurting myself when I melee. Zarina's meleeing herself and she's bleeding a little bit. But yeah, we're gonna have you're gonna be able to use your weapon. Kick, maybe. I don't know yet. But definitely melee. The zombie's gonna kill me. Oh God.
No.
No. No. Zarina can never die. All right, let's
Zarina, run.
Run, Zarina. Let's take a quick sojourn and go somewhere else for a little while. So we've been prototyping out a lot of different locations. Let's hit the hospital.
We'll be asked, can you shoot through the chain link fence?
No. But there's nothing stopping me from doing that, so I really could get that in. All right. Yeah, let's go. Oh, we have a lot of locations. We've been prototyping a lot of locations. All right, so obviously fans of the lore in the game know the hospital was the first in Outbreak 2D. It was the first place you went. So we obviously will be then featuring that hospital in all of its glory in this game. Let's pop into the camera mode here and fly around. Whee! So we're gonna do a really fun hospital level with this stuff. You can see some of the zombies here walking around, and Zarina's gonna take names in the hospital as she does. But really cool stuff here. It's kind of hard to see. There's rain. I don't know how high I can get. It's raining outside, and the rain is going through the parts of the glass that's broken. Take a walk over and kind of see it. You got to see it on the ground coming down. but it's actually modeled properly to only go through the glass. Yeah! Zarina's unstoppable.
Oh, sorry, Wolby. Bam, bam, bam. He likes the
Yeah!
sound effects.
Gotta do the sound effects.
Bam, bam. Well, there's a time delay, I think, between the stream and my voice, so.
We gotta work on timing it properly. Zarina's unstoppable. Look at that crawler running away from me. No one can run from Zarina.
Oh, her feet are gone. She has no hand.
And we even do we even have the blood pool. After a zombie's dead, we're doing the Resident Evil blood pools now that grows out so you know they're dead.
Oh, yeah.
It's so cool. And we're trying to set like the effect here, like outside the gates. There's a whole lot going on with the cop cars and everything's going on outside to kind of set that mood. It's raining. You got the realistic, you got the light coming through the windows. Oh, it looks so good. All that beautiful volumetric light here.
In the screenshot you sent me, I could see, like, near the door, it's a good combination of different textures.
Oh, actually,
The
yeah,
glass door.
we could fly over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah, you can see the broken glass, the texture on the wall, like the kind of stucco look, and the reflection on the floors. That was a pretty cool shot for textures.
Yeah, and everything's reflecting, yeah. Oh, it looks so good. It's so fun. I put a lot of stuff out there. There's actually quite a few. There's a bunch of vehicles out there. Cop cars, there's fire. But yeah, we're... I thought there was. Yeah, that's blood. Looks cool.
Yeah.
Will asks, with or without broken toilet art? Let's find a bathroom. let's get to the bottom of this for Will. All right. There's just a zombie walking around in there. He seems to be having fun. He's trapped. Is there a bathroom in here? Like that.
Bam, bam, bam.
There's got to be a bathroom in here somewhere. Oh, I thought this was a bathroom. Come on. I know there's one down here somewhere. Dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-doo. Hello. Another important mechanic is entering the game, jumping. Jumping is a thing. The faster you move, the higher you jump. Whoa, get away from me.
Oh, cool.
We're going to be doing jumping in addition to the crawling and sliding. If you're running, you jump higher and further. There we go. We have found the worst men's room ever built. And even a little bit of the reflections going on back there in the window. Yep, and there you go. You can see Zarina in the reflection. That is the real time. Oh no, I just alt tapped. Why do I alt tab? No! Thank God. Why would I alt tab? I just saw you in the... No, you were just in the window. Where'd you go?
I was there. I saw it. Now I'm a vampire.
There you are. I wonder if it's doing it based on the camera position, that it's going to hide it if we try to get closer and see. Yeah, it is. It's going to hide it. If we have a bigger view of the room, we can see it. Okay. But you can kind of get an idea here for the fixed camera angles in a way of what you can kind of expect in that mode. I don't have any in yet, but I'll let the stream catch up here, and you can kind of see. This is kind of what you're going to expect from a fixed camera angle in the game, which I think is pretty cool. Well, Hillstein says, will stomping make it in for crawlers? I don't know. I gotta see. Definitely melee attack with your weapon is in, though. Zarina gun sounds as an unlock. Oh my God, have Zarina do all the gun sounds as an unlockable. That'd be hilarious. Corinne, that's an amazing idea. Will is here to comment on the men's room. So he says it looks like every men's room ever. This place, man. But the fixed camera angles are gonna look so good in this engine. Like, it's just wow. We can actually play with the FOV, and well, that looks weird, but roll. Whoa! So we should do like a mirror mode and have upside down fixed camera angles sometime. Hardware Lumen has ray tracing reflections for mirror-like surfaces. Yeah, no, this is just a note for Hill Silent brought it up. Ray tracing is off right now. I don't have it on. It is supported in the engine, and I have I have support in our project on for it right now, but I've spent exactly 0 minutes with it. So is it something that's going to be included? Maybe, but we're using Lumen, so we're still going to get the better reflections and everything else here too. Oh man, the flashlight looked really. Oh, then they moved. Hold on. You kind of get a nice video here of the zombies in the hallway here. The lighting looks so nice, but the nice little shadow there. I believe all the shadows are soft shadows, so they don't have those hard edges like we saw in Contagious Memories. It's just spooky hospital. Too spooky for me. Oh. I'll try to get the shell casing to ricochet off the wall, but it should be properly modeled. Where'd it go? Yeah, whatever. I'm always bad at doing it when I want to show somebody the shell casing. Yeah, there you go. They're hitting the wall. That's a thing. Okay, so moving on here. Chat, any questions? Someone woke me up in 2025 already. Corinne. That's hilarious. I never seem to get a zombie near a wall to get the blood on the wall. The lighting is just incredible, though. Here, you. Can you go over to the wall? No, I guess not. I guess it's just that thing we're not doing. We're not going to show the blood on the walls today. Okay, so we showed the kind of the city. This is really what we're hoping for in terms of the hospital environment. Something really run down. The idea would be to show the hospital pretty much, you know, right at the right after the game starts, right as shit hits the fan. So the hospital is going to be in pretty bad shape. Granular Life says, "Do you have an idea of how long it would have taken you to do something similar to this?" And yeah, actually, great question, Granular Light. How long would it have taken me to do a tech demo like this in Unity? Is a great question. Uh-oh, out of ammo. So dead. So that I can answer that question because we did a tech demo. We did the playable teaser in Unity 2022 or whatever engine build that was. You know, the playable teaser didn't have characters. It did not have any real gameplay like combat or zombies, AI, anything. This also runs a lot better. I'm sure folks are seeing the frame rate up top. I'm getting close to 60 in some of these areas on the frame rate. This also runs much better than the playable teaser did. If you go back and check the performance on that, I would say with the character work that's happened, the gameplay prototyping, the state things are in. We even have like the working HUD. You can see I have the fine health gauge sitting there too. I don't have the inventory system in yet, but I would say what I'm showing you here would be. This would be something like 8 to 10 months if we were in Unity, and it would be nowhere near, it would not run this well, it would not look this good, and we would be still extremely limited on characters and weapons. One of the things I did want to show off, we're gonna start jumping around characters a little bit, is that adding weapons to the game is a much lower lift in this. I think we have about 14 weapons in the game right now, and they're missing some of the little bells and whistles on some of the animations and things. But like the reason why New Nightmare had like 9 weapons and the rest of the games in that series did, we're jumping over to Lydia here in the sewers, is because adding weapons and rigging them up and doing everything that was necessary for them was so hard to do in Unity that we just didn't do a lot of them. But now we can have as many characters as we want. Oh, the hair effects are working for Lydia here.
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't work for your character on this machine, but her hair is bouncing around. So you can kind of get an idea there of the ponytail. But adding guns, we can add a new gun to this game in about 30 minutes of development work if I have the model and animations and stuff. And Lydia also has our favorite gun in this series is the Beretta. Lydia is going to, of course, start with the Beretta again. So yeah, what we're seeing here is probably 8 to 10 months of work in Unity, and it would look a hell of a lot worse than this and be doing a lot less than this. To be pretty honest with everybody. So that's a great question.
Gaming is asking, will there be a crafting system like making weapons?
Yeah, so we're definitely gonna the crafting system from Contagious Memories is gonna come back. And we want to do that homage to Resident Evil Outbreak, and there was actually a decent amount of crafting in Resident Evil Outbreak. There will be crafting to some degree in the game. I don't think it's going to be... It's not going to be like Dead Island crafting, but there's definitely going to be crafting mechanics for health and weapons and things like that. Come on, can we get the blood on the wall, please? I guess not. Man, I really don't have the blood. The blood doesn't go far is really what it is. Poor zombie. He just wanted a friend. But you can see the reflections of the water and everything. Like, we have just so much more latitude here to be able to do things. And the headshots do an incredible amount of damage. The Hill Silence says, I love the hair. Yeah, the hair looks really good. The hair is the showpiece on everybody in this engine. The hair is just incredible. Zarina's hair animates really nicely like this. I don't know why it wasn't working though on this machine, because it works on the main development rig and it looks incredible. I'll try to get a video of it for folks. But you can see all the different strands and stuff in her hair. Zarina's hair is more complex. That actually is true. Zarina's hair is a different type. Hers is individual strands, whereas Lydia's is kind of these little bouncy balls for the hair. So it is actually a different type, and maybe it can simulate this, but it can't do the more advanced hair strands. Will says, great work. Thank you, Will. That means a lot coming from the Will. Let's take a walk around the sewers a little bit. We wanted a nice sewer. I was really inspired by the Resident Evil 2. Oh, we actually got his attention. Oh, he got scared and ran away. The Resident Evil 2 remake had amazing sewers, and that's kind of what we want as well. So this is kind of the current sewer prototype area. Oh no, nudity! I'm gonna get banned. Hi guys, sit down. Oh no! Oh god, no! The worst possible place to freeze frame! Oh god, no! Look at the wall! Look at the wall! Everything's fine. Look at the wall. Oh my god, that was the worst. I was trying to get a cool angle here of like Lydia. Oh god, she's missing her head. Oh god, everything's going terribly here. Abort! I was trying to get a cool view of the area here with the lighting. Oh no, I'm gonna be banned on Twitch.
Well, look at the water.
Whoops. Let's get back in the third-person view. So Lydia has a head. Yeah, it's really nice. Oh, they got just the reflections and the lighting. Like, there's just so much we can do. This is I was testing like how does shadows work and reflections work with water and grading and stuff here, and put like there's actually fire back here, and I put the light up. I have this light set to like insanity, intense, and it just it looks so good.
Love the curvature of the shadows in the tunnels.
Yeah, that's really nice. And it's even on like stuff like the piping or wiring, whatever you'd call this, up on the ceiling here. But yeah, this game is just fun to get. I've really just been enjoying flying around in the photo mode lately because you can get so many cool shots. And Lydia's model turned out great. I mean, all the models so far have turned out great. Wordy's doing an amazing job on this, but I do think Wordy really translated Lydia well into this game. Here we go. This is actually a pretty well lit shot of her with the shotgun. Hillsong says, "Are you going to be using inverse kinetics for proper foot placement that is lined with the floor?" That is the goal. Her feet are not using that right now, as you can obviously tell. Still looks pretty good, but that would be the goal to get that in. But still, her feet look pretty good, and even like the crouching and stuff looks pretty good. Oh, whoops! Oh god! Whenever I move my hand off the mouse tries to fall over. Like I don't. What is her feet looking like right now while she's crouch walking? Still pretty good. It's not too bad. But yeah, the goal would be to get inverse kinematics? I can't pronounce that word properly. God, you get so many cool shots here, though. Looking at chat. I want to say Techno Union 87 says, I'm late, but hello. Hello, Techno Union. I will go shoot a zombie with a shotgun in your honor. Is there a zombie down here?
Welcome.
Here's one. And for anybody who's joining us, we are joined by the lovely and talented Zarina, who is one of the characters in the game. Goodbye, zombie. Dead Rep Studios, the game needs more Cliffy B. This game does not need more Cliffy B. I think we're going to be just fine with the amount of Cliffy B that we have right now. Oh, well, I didn't even see the zombie next to me when I was standing here. That's kind of spooky. Too spooky for
I think
me.
she's my favorite zombie. The cheerleader with the ponytails.
The cheerleader. She is, not
Oh,
doing
man,
well.
look inside.
Oh, God. I'm really trying for that Twitch ban, I'll tell you. The Hillsong is saying Gears of Outbreak. Yeah. Oh, the shotgun sound. Oh, God, no. I keep moving the mouse off, and then I'm going to break everything. The shotgun sounds great. I love that she's just standing there, kind of hanging out, having a great time. But it's the, Oh, no, I screwed it up. It's the muzzle flashes, though. I'm just absolutely... I love muzzle flash physics. And, like, just... It's so great to have just such meaty muzzle flashes on this stuff. Just, I don't know. I like particle systems. Particle systems are fun.
I like the lens flares too as you move the camera.
Yeah! Yeah, I was having fun with lens flares. I have them up pretty high on this map. There's our zombie friends over there. Lydia's like, I don't care. I'm just going to shoot the wall. Will has successfully... Yeah, we're doing giveaways at the end of this, so there's a way to do tickets for the giveaways. We're giving away digital games, and there is the community thingy. But yeah, this is really how I want the sewer to look. I want it wet and gooey and kind of green with reflections everywhere. God, her face is terrifying. I don't want to look at that zombie anymore. Questions? Anybody from chat with questions? You can see the shell casing really good here coming out of the gun. As she does the thing.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do you ever incorporate locations from your real life into locations in the game?
No, that's actually one thing that we don't really do at all. And it's mostly just because, like, maybe this is kind of a ridiculous fear to have, but you know, like, there's been stories like in the past. I can't think of a specific example, but I know that I've heard them, where like somebody models like a real life location in a game with like weapons or combat or something, and then it turns into like a whole kind of thing. So I really, like, I'm too scared to do something like that. It's more of a fear than anything, to be honest. But that's a good question.
Shoot the floor again.
Shoot the floor? Got it. Oh, yeah, those look cool.
Yeah, look at the holes in the gun.
And they actually have nice little... They actually react to the light a little bit.
Yeah, and the dust too.
That's what this is. We did a Kickstarter to shoot the floor. Impact Crater is nice. Yes. Welsh
That
says...
sounds better than holes in the floor. Thanks, Techno Union.
All right, so I mean, any questions? I think that's pretty close to... I mean, we're gonna have stamina limits in this game. We're bringing back the run limit. I don't know how much you're gonna be able to run. Maybe other characters are gonna be able to run further than others, but the stamina limit from I guess Epidemic is coming back. We give you sliding now, so that's cool. Everyone loves to slide.
Well, maybe not in a sewer.
Yeah, maybe not in a sewer. Yeah, that's a good point. Let's try one of the male characters. Let's go to
Yeah.
Falco and his
Wanna see
amazing
Falco?
and his pompadour. All right, where should we go here? Let's go to the opera house location that we're kind of thinking of.
Or are you going to show us where our names are going to go in the opera house?
No, I don't have that area modeled out yet, but I can show you this is the kind of area that we're going for with it. And there'll be like a nice grand lobby in a place like this with a beautiful gigantic plaque. But Falco's, I'm trying to get a nice shot here so we can all just look at Falco's hair. And this was
so cool.
This was a specific request from him. He wanted like the super pompadour. He sent me a picture of him with it, and then he said this is kind of what we have to do. It's glorious. Much like everything about Falco is glorious.
Pretty much, yep.
We're doing some testing with lighting in this area, with kind of like a mix of really kind of in your face. Whoa, hello. Nope, bad zombie.
Oh, bad touch.
That is a bad touch. That is indeed. Oh, there's another one there. Whoa. Anyway, this is kind of the area that I'm using to test some of the lighting out, because it's got such harsh differentials in lighting, where this is kind of like super bright to give you like a spotlight shining through the little crevices there, and then do kind of, this is what I'm thinking is what a dark area is going to be like. Kind of like how does the flashlight interact with a pitch black area? Is he glitched? Or this gun just does no damage?
Oh god, that's so scary.
But this is kind of where we're testing out a pitch. I think he's glitched. No, he died. But kind of where we're testing out kind of like the differences. How does light look when you change from a very well lit area to a very dark area? How does the flashlight work? The flashlight obviously needs to be a little more intense and a little longer range. But this area feels very Silent Hilly to me, and I really like it. Oh god, nudity, no! And that's kind of where we're testing. I'm still torn on things like the light on the gun. We can look at it here in photo mode. I'm trying to make things more realistic, but there are some things that are likely going to be gamified. Right now, the light is at the barrel of the gun, and it works really well because your gun's always looking where you are. And it may just be something that we keep, to be honest. But this is kind of the fun test area for can we make things look a little bit like Silent Hill? And I think the answer is yes. Because this feels like Silent Hill to me.
That hurt.
Yeah. Looking for chat for questions. Dead2 says, will the pants holding up after slides be explained? Will the pants holding up after slides be explained? Zarina, can you parse that question? I can't parse what he's asking.
I don't think he means literally. I think he means like they're not torn.
Oh! Yeah, there's not going to be real-time pants damage in this game.
No pants damage, Will.
Poor guy's missing his legs. That's tough.
Shoot him in the butt.
Shoot him in the butt! Yeah! We got him.
No teabagging for him.
Should be a roll instead of a slide. Oh, that would be actually cool, but the roll works with the gun still being placed properly. But yeah, Falco's a fun character. He did something truly unique here.
I like Techno's idea. There could be an achievement for butt shots.
Butt shots. There we go. But this is kind of the environment we're looking for the Opera House. We want the Opera House to be kind of like an old kind of place, a little dingier, a little run down. It's not going to be like the nicest Opera House. Then I want to do like a nice grand lobby, and that we're going to have the plaque there with people's names. God, the muzzle flash looks so good on that.
The long hallway and the carpet kind of reminds me of The Shining.
Yeah!
Super creepy.
Oh, yeah. I love it. And testing out the volumetric lighting with the candles and things like that here. I like this area because it's both extremely well lit and extremely poorly lit at the same time. And it just, I don't know, this feels like a very horror area.
Yeah.
I like this banister too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this. Since we're talking about places where things will come up, since you can go to BackerKit right now and add your name on the Opera House plaque, which will appear in something resembling this area. I'll show you guys where we're thinking for the graveyard. Let's pick a new character. Let's go for Michiko. We should have did her for the Opera House.
I'm the only one drinking.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Oh, God, I've barely drank any of this whiskey.
Cheers.
Cheers. This is probably my most restrained stream ever.
I think I've been drinking more than you have.
I know.
Too.
I'm so sorry. You have an umbrella in yours?
Yeah.
Oh man, you're so much cooler than me.
My husband made it for me.
Oh. We definitely, when we get up there for the Canada Con, we gotta take you and everybody, and hopefully Myth can come, and Metal Wolf and everybody. We gotta go out drinking or something, or at least go out to a dinner or something.
Yeah.
So we're here. We're very inappropriately dressed for this. She's dressed very nice, and this is kind of what we're thinking of, an outdoor area. You can tell just by looking at this, I'm obviously very inspired by the woods from the Resident Evil 1 remake. That was the whole goal in how to light and make this place look. We're going to do kind of like a nice outdoor graveyard area in this one. She's got the M4. Just kind of a rainy place with the trees moving around. And I was just kind of testing out some graveyard stuff that might look cool in a graveyard over here. But we'll eventually have a nice big graveyard. For the gravestones, you can do kind of like 3D text, and then you can kind of I can put text out in the world, right? So the way to think about it is we're gonna have gravestones, and then I'm gonna write text on them in a cool gravestone-y font, and then have the text reflect like the light and stuff like that. And we're gonna just build a really
etched?
yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. It'll kind of look etched into it because the lighting will kind of fake on it. And we'll do a really nice graveyard out in an area like this. We're going to have an outdoor wooded area when you're getting to the outskirts of town. Her hair is animated too. So it must be the strands, because your hair, Zarina, is really complicated compared to like the ponytails. But this was kind of to test kind of what lighting looks good outside. Can we get the sky to... Actually, a big thing that I spent a lot of time in this area was, can we make it nighttime but still have enough light that the ground is pretty well lit, right? Because you don't want it to be pitch black out here. And we want to have an excuse to use the nice volumetric shadows coming through the trees and stuff like that. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, the moonlight is very well done. It looks legit moonlighty.
I appreciate that.
Enough lighting.
Because I spent a lot of time on that, getting that right. This was... Lighting a night area is actually really hard. Oh, there's a zombie down here. But to give you an idea of what we're going for in terms of outdoors. Questions from the crowd. Okay, Hill Silent is saying something. How about having the light attached to the chest of the character model, Silent Hill 2 flashlight? So, the Hill Silent, that's what we did in Contagious Memories. I literally modeled I didn't make the model, but I literally physically modeled the flashlight to be a chest light on the character, and it was fine, but it only worked as well as it did because I faked the direction of the light based on the view you were in and where you were looking. And with this being kind of a more darker in spots action game, I'm a little concerned with going that route, not just having it on the end of the gun. The other problem with a chest light, and this is more of a technical issue than anything, is the light is before the character's hands, and that creates shadow problems with the light going forward, because your hands a lot of times can start creating unrealistic shadows. And that's why I'm thinking the one area I may take a kind of a bit of a cop-out here is with the gun lights, and literally just put the gun light on the barrel. Because it's going to work, because you're always going to be looking at the barrel. Or looking forward from the perspective of the barrel. Will says you need a blood moon. Oh, that would be cool, a blood moon in the sky.
Yes.
Oh, that's a neat idea. I want to show, jump into photo mode quick. That muzzle flash isn't going to generate a lot of light here because of the lighting system. I want to show people Michiko's face. Julia did an absolutely incredible job on her face. I just wanted to show people this because it just looks incredible. I don't know if the lighting's gonna mess up here, but it's just, I don't know what about her face came out really well, but it looks incredible. It doesn't even look as good as it normally does on this rig. But just again for the character modeling, and you too can have your character modeled in the game. Go to the BackerKit site. I'll get a better angle to show it at. For some reason, it doesn't look as good as it should. But
Techno says that's the face of an ass kicker. Yep.
Yeah, that is the face of an ass kicker. I'm trying to get it. It looks so good in some of the light. I love photo
the shadows
modes.
of the weapon on her face.
Yeah, and it's that kind of self-shadowing that's really important. And it just that adds so much detail to it. I love self-shadowing on models. It's hard to see. This is a bad map for this. But she looks cool. She's got her nice dress shirt on, and she looks fabulous.
I like her jeans.
Yeah! She has such, like, Julie and I were actually talking about the jeans. She has such unique jeans on, but they work. Like, it's cool. Oh, maybe this was the angle I was looking for. Well, she looks cool.
Yeah.
Looking at chat. That's the face of an ass kicker.
Falco's here.
Falco's here. Dude, Falco, were you here for your model? Hold on, we gotta get Falco's model back in. Falco, the Pompadour. We already did you, Falco, but we're going back. The game has not crashed yet, too. This is incredible. Let's bring out the Pompadour for Falco. Let's go. Let's do Falco in an intimate environment. This is, I was modeling the inside of trying to figure out what I wanted the inside of an apartment to look like. So let's have an intimate moment with Falco's character. Okay. What is it for?
Will asked earlier who would win in a fight between Falco and Zarina. I said Zarina, and now he's asking Falco.
Yeah, Zarina would win. Look at the look at this beautiful specimen of a human being.
Yeah.
This beautiful. Oh, it's doing the LOD thing on his eyebrows. His eyebrows love to disappear. Look at that beautiful hair, Falco. Look at this thing. My hair might rival Zarina's in terms of crashability. So, true story. Zarina, your hair is not doing the physics here, probably because of the complexity of it. Falco's hair is so complex, it crashes the engine if I turn on the physics simulation for it. So his hair is actually locked right now because this creation will crash the engine if I turn on the physics simulation, because I guess there's just so much hair and it's in such a unique perspective. It's just he's just an amazing human being, and he looks. Oh God, why do I keep all tabbing?
And he says his eyebrows crash in real life too. His
eyebrows crash in real life too. That's right. But yeah, Falco is just all you're going to see in the game is just the outline. I was joking with him that like the Team Fortress 2 character designer said that they wanted all the characters to have a outline that you can kind of see really well. And Falco's got that outline. Like you can just pick him out of a crowd. I love it. Show the model photo used for the character. Yeah. Oh, Falco, I'm not on this PC. Can you post a link to it and I'll put it up on the screen? I'm not on. I don't have the link here though. Can you if you Discord it to me quick, I'll put it up on the screen. Because the photo he gave me is outstanding. And we'll put up his one with his just like look at this beautiful man. I'm gonna see if he'll DM it to me. Hold on 1 second. He's gonna pop it on Discord for me. And then we can see how close Julia got to the magic that is Falco. Techno Union 87 says sexy beast. That is an accurate statement for this man. I'm waiting to see if he DMs it to me.
Because I have to. The characters have their own look. They're completely unique.
Yeah, and that was really important for us too. Is because like in the prior game there were different characters, but if you actually looked at the model, all the women were the same model, all the men were the same model. There really wasn't that much difference between them. And now you can really see that it's different. And when we get the folks like the reporter in and the pilot and other folks, I only had time for these 6 because these were the testing 6 that we had right now. Corinne's is amazing. Corinne looks so cool. I have to show Corinne in game quick, firing off the Uzi.
Yeah, I want to see your hair too.
Oh, her hair's awesome. I think her hair will probably animate too, actually. Hold on, I think Falco's gonna DM it to me. Oh, we're over time here. I'm sorry, Zarina, do you need to go? I'm sorry if this is running over.
I'm good.
Okay. I just didn't want to keep you if you had something you had to do.
No, I'm good. And we do have to have the sour candies too, to see.
Oh, yes! Should we do that now while we're waiting? Oh, wait, he just
Sure.
DM'd it to me. And then
Oh.
we'll put up his photo. Click to see attachment, because I gotta bring it up in the web. Oh my god, this photo is incredible. Hold on. This is the perfect time to do the sour candy. While we're all looking at this. Oh, it's
Oh my god, that's amazing.
It's incredible. That was the stock photo for him. Yeah, I just put it up, Falco. All right, so Zarina, I have a lot of different colored sour candies here. I have reds and yellows and blues and greens. So what are you? You were laughing earlier evilly over chat. So what do you want me to do here?
Well, you'll have to put my camera back on.
Oh wait,
My sour
oh my bad.
But can we keep Falco's glorious hair on the screen too? Can we have
Wait,
both?
oh,
Steve
whoops.
Harrington hair, yes.
Wait, how do I go back to our thing? There we go. Okay, Zarina's back on, and we still have Falco on. It's the perfect place. And publishers, if you're watching this, you know we're looking for a development publisher for the title. You can be involved with a product that has this man in it. So, so Zarina, what should I be doing here? Tell me which one I'm doing, or how many of these I'm doing at once.
I have 4 colors.
Are we doing all 4 at once?
Oh my god. Okay, let's start with 1.
What color should I do?
Yellow is lemon. Can we get votes in the chat? Yellow, lemon.
Yeah, okay.
Red is black cherry. Green is apple.
Wait, red is black
Blue
cherry.
is blue raspberry. Blue raspberry? Why is raspberry blue? Have you ever seen
Why-
blue raspberry?
Why would a raspberry be blue? Here's
I don't know,
blue,
they always have
and then here's wait, which one didn't I show?
Blue.
I didn't show blue yet. Here's blue. And wait, what is it saying? The eyebrows are sending me.
Techno says blue. We have one vote for blue.
Oh
Falco
god, everyone's
says
voting for blue. Why? What's
Okay,
wrong
Falco
with the
has
blue
glorious
ones,
hair and he
guys?
says blue. Yeah, let's go with blue.
All right.
Okay,
Okay,
my husband is here in case I die.
in case. Oh god, I should get Julia. All right,
The blue fell. Okay, we got 3 votes for blue.
I just
can't
did the
open it.
blue.
Hold on. Oh, you did it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you did it. I thought you already did it. Oh
No,
god.
I can't open it. Okay, I got it. Oh shit, my cat's coming. Okay. Mmm.
Oh my god, this is so sour. I haven't had one of these since I was probably in like 25 years. Oh my god.
It's sour. It's actually sour. I didn't expect this.
It's wearing off. Oh god, it's wearing off. Thank God.
You wanted to do 4 at a time?
Are we doing 4 at a time?
No.
Okay, thank God. if somebody,
We're warheads.
yo, yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't tell everybody we're eating more. I'm not good with sour food, apparently. My goodness. Oh my God. Warheads Company, if you want to hire Zarina and I as influencers to fund this game, we're available.
Number 1 and 2 warhead influencers. Okay, mine's wearing off too.
Oh, thank God, it's finally
Okay,
wearing
that's
on.
sweet. Holy crap, I didn't expect that. Sour
Oh,
candies are never sour.
I wasn't ready for this. I don't think I've had one of these. I mean, it had to be 25 years. Like,
I'm Canadian. I've never had this before. I had to order from Amazon.com.
is this just like not sold like domestically in Canada? Is this a U.S.
No,
thing?
Yeah, I think so. Or maybe just not in my province. I don't know.
It says on
Oh, it's
the
pretty good now,
box.
it's not-
It says new intense flavor.
You have a whole tub of them. Good luck.
It was like $4 on Amazon. Like,
Excuse me, Will. You said Canadians can't handle it. I handled it. I am still living and breathing.
I should have been drinking more. Okay, hold on. I can fix this with whiskey. Oh God.
I have a cranberry amaretto here with a pretty.
Oh man, you're so cool. We're gonna figure out the Canada Con. There's got to be something between like April and the end of the year that we can do. There's got to be something. We are going to be.
Montreal has cons.
Yeah, we just got to find something this year, and we just gotta do it. So we can all meet up and have fun. We are going to be, again, for folks who are just joining us, we're going to be at GDC, and PAX East. GDC, we're there March 20th, 21st, 22nd. We're at PAX East. This thing is still sour. 24th, 25th, and we will be there the 26th if we have a reason to do so. If you meet up with us, we're happy to sign Outbreak stuff. If you picked up Contagious Memories from Limited Run, it's still available on Switch. PS4, PS5 sold out. Or if you have other stuff you want us to sign, just whatever. I'll do whatever you want. Oh my God.
I love how Falco's hair is still on the screen.
It's just, I can't stop looking at it.
I don't think I could imitate that if I tried.
It's just beautiful. He's a beautiful man. And I believe I'm taking him out to dinner at PAX East, so we're hopefully gonna get some good footage from that. Falco still owes me a game. We're supposed to play. I think we're gonna play Resident Evil 5 co-op at some point while drinking heavily on stream, and that's gonna be the moment that I think we probably end both of our professional careers at once. So I don't know what else to call that. All right, we're not done yet. But we're getting to the end because we're over 2 hours at this point. I do want to pay Corinne Maxine her due because she's a badass.
Yeah, I want to see Corinne.
We've been everywhere. I think we've been to all the test locations. So let's send Corinne back to the city. Will says, I owe Will a game too. Will, what are we gonna play? What should we do, Will? Name it, my man. What should we play? Corinne's awesome. Corinne, I still have to get your starting weapon from you. I think you have an Uzi right now, and I think you have the Glock. I think it's one of the Glocks. But I got to talk to you about what you want your starting weapon to be.
We have a question from The Hill is Silent.
What's that?
Will there be animated cutscenes or like a creative approach, like models moving with 2D animated heads with dialogue boxes to save budget, or comic book panels?
We're gonna do cutscenes. Just like we did cutscenes for Contagious Memories, which was animated characters that were voiced. We're gonna. Oops, I don't have. Oh goodness, I wasn't in third person view when I did that. Well, we gotta get the awesome shot of Corinne fighting a zombie. So yeah, there's gonna be voice cutscenes. We're gonna use the models for that stuff. The way I think Julia's writing the story right now. She's doing something like it's 2 to 4 characters per scenario interact with each other and are the main characters if they're present. We can get a cooler shot here by the cop car. Corinne's model is so cool. Cool. Yeah, nice job going into photo mode on the reload. Let's go over that crowd. Maybe we can get a good shot with the light here. So yeah, there's going to be cutscenes. We're going to do them Resident Evil Outbreak style. Corinne is a badass. Her model looks so cool. I do not. This is not the final model. I believe we're still iterating on it, but I just wanted to show how fucking cool Corinne is because she's cool.
So cool.
And I still have to actually get her starting weapons from her. So right now she's got the Uzi and I think the Glock.
I love it. I love it. I love Korean.
Will, what game are we playing? Corinne says I try to be. LOL. She's so cool. We have Julia has something to the tune of it's almost 20 more characters that are in different stages of being built. Some of them are completely done, like the characters who are part of like the main cast. Some of the folks who we had a lot of people buy playable characters actually when we went back and looked at it, which was really cool. And we've actually still had people adding them on. We had somebody I think in the last week and a half pick up a playable character, and those really help us out with the development because they're $1,850 on the backer kit store, and that is just a huge help for buying assets and hiring help and everything else. The NPCs are still, I think they're just under 500 on the backer kit store, and we'll still be making a human character for you. If you get an NPC, you'll just appear in the story somewhere. You can still add on, I think they're $10 each, is have your name on a gravestone, $10 for have your name on the Opera House plaque. You can still pre-order the physical, standard, and collector's editions from Limited Run Games. You can still pre-order the digitals. We're still praying that a Switch 2 gets announced at some point. I need it announced at like some point in the next year, probably, or year and a half, so we can ship on that title as well, or ship on whatever the next generation Switch is. We just need to know what the specs are going to be, obviously. And yeah, Higher Myth. So that's, believe me, I'm actively working on that. I want to work with Mythstorm. I love Mythstorm. I'll say that now. I've had enough whiskey to say I love Mythstorm. What is it saying? Switch 2. Yeah, I mean, the bottom line is, we said this during the Kickstarter, if a Switch 2 gets announced, or whatever next generation Nintendo, whatever it ends up being, and the specs support this game, we're absolutely going to ship on there. We've shipped 7 titles on Nintendo Switch. You can buy Contagious Memories physically on Switch from Limited Run Games or digitally. It's still up there and available. So we absolutely will continue to support Nintendo. We just need a platform that has the specs to run this. Like, that's all I'm asking for here. It's just we need a better processor, we need a much better GPU, and we need some more RAM. So
I think the Hill of Silence is right. 2024 for the Switch 2.
Yeah, I'm worried. I'm actually kind of worried that he's right too. So like if we're trying to ship this game by November 2025. If we get a Switch 2 announcement, like let's say we get a Switch 2 announcement in like August of 2024. So here's the problem, gang, is the multiplayer. The online multiplayer, because this is gonna be the first title that we ship with console multiplayer on Xbox and PlayStation, and would have been on Stadia too. That would have been nice. So the thing is, I don't really want to ship this game without online multiplayer is the problem. And I can already tell you guys, I bet you I'm going to spend something to the tune of 10 months on multiplayer for the consoles in some form. And what I'm most worried about at Switch 2 is we get like a Switch 2 announcement in like August of 2024 and it releases like in November of 2024, and then we have a year till the game comes out, and I'm trying to desperately learn that platform and learn how to do multiplayer on it and still ship the title on time. I mean, maybe we would do it as a later launch or something. I don't know. But that's the problem.
That's not entirely unknown with Nintendo, right?
Yeah,
a lot of games have released later on the Switch.
Yeah, it would suck though. I really want to do a day and date. I wanted to do like the whole day and date thing was important to me with Stadia too, which is why we got we moved heaven and earth to get that tech demo out, or the playable teaser out on Stadia with PlayStation 5 and Xbox. Man, that whole situation just still makes me so sad. GeForce Now when, Amazon Luna when. Well, I will note here for folks, if anybody listening to this can make some noise, we have reached out to both GeForce Now and Amazon Luna to pitch them both the series and Shades of Horror. We have not gotten a response from either of them. We're actively looking for publishers, a development publisher. Limited Run Games is our physical publisher for the title, but we would love to have a development publisher to help us build this title, and help us build the best possible game and help support us over the years as we build it, and support the community. And I mean, that's part of why we're going to GDC and we're going to PAX East and we're going to go to a Montreal convention for our friends in Canada and hopefully TGS as well. As we're going to, the goal at those cons is to pitch to publishers and bring them cool stuff like this. We're just going to show them Corinne and Zarina and Falco's hair, and we're going to say, like, don't you want to sell this product? I mean, the hair. Look at the hair. If we can manage to secure a publisher, it'll really shoot us forward because we're doing this on a very shoestring, like already what we're providing here is on a shoestring budget that we got from the Kickstarter, which was still, I mean, we were still one of the higher budget Kickstarters for in video games. Really, if you looked all time, most video game Kickstarters are in like the $5,000 to $15,000 range. We went out at 60 something thousand. I don't remember what the original funding target was. We ended around 77,000. And while that's great that we met that goal, building a video game, a high production video game at $77,000 is basically unheard of. It's just we're good at sticking to a tight budget here. So
The hill of silent is saying exactly what I was thinking. If you got this done in 2 months, holy crap, this would be fantastic.
Yeah. So it's actually, maybe that's actually a good thing to talk about is managing expectations. There is like, this stuff, this is really good progress for 2 months. Like this is again, this would be 8 to 10 months in Unity, and it would not look anywhere near as good in Unity. And the back-end systems that we're using and building for this would not be as flexible as they are right now. But there is going to be parts of development that is going to be things like Evan figures out online multiplayer on console, and that's probably going to be like 6 months of you guys don't really see all that much in terms of movement of that, and it's kind of happening on kind of like the back end in the infrastructure layers. And at the end, we have online co-op on consoles, but it's kind of like it may not be this much of a showing where we're like shooting zombies out of nowhere with such a strong out of the gate showing. It's just, I will also say though that this showing is obviously motivated by the fact that we are going to cons in March, and we want to have a prototype. We want to be able to have video and screenshots and a build to send to publishers to say like, when we meet with them in person and say like, hey, here's what we're doing right now on a shoestring budget. If you help us out, think how much better this could be for everybody, Myth can work on the Switch 2 port. Yeah, Myth is welcome to do that if you'd like to. I would. I'm actively looking for ways to get Myth involved in a way because I think Myth is fantastic, and Myth is a smart guy. So believe me, chat, we're actively working on ways to get Myth involved in the world of Outbreak and our shenanigans, because I love that guy. So guys, we're pretty well over at this point. I think we do need to call this. Does anybody have any questions? And we still have to do the drawings for the giveaways. If you work with Myth, you can go for those Canadian tax breaks. Myth, find out about Canadian tax breaks. Do it. Wait, I don't pay Canadian taxes though. Maybe that wouldn't help us. I don't know. Lady Z is awesome. Zarina is awesome. That is correct. Corinne is awesome. Falco's hair is awesome.
Yep.
Techno Union is saying yay tax fraud and then JK, but that JK is doing a lot of heavy lifting. Move Dev Studio to Canada virtually. Is that a thing? Anyway. So Zarina, before we call this, because I know we all have to be somewhere in life. Do you have anything else you'd like to add, Zarina, before we move on to drawing sweepstakes, giveaways and stuff?
Well, maybe while you do the giveaway, we can go for red, green, or yellow.
Oh God, are we doing them all?
We don't have to do them all. Let's do one more.
Okay, one more. Oh, thank God.
Red, green, or yellow.
All right. Well, there's no reason to not have Zarina look, or to not have Corinne looking cool on screen right now while we do the giveaways. So maybe I can keep that up. But yeah, Will is asking, can you name a trash can after me? Will, you get another NPC tier, man. You are going to be a talking trash can in the game. So go grab that NPC tier. All right. I need to remember how to do. Yeah, if anybody has not entered the giveaway, do the needful now. I'll give everybody like 30 seconds while I open a red.
Red?
and then
Okay.
we'll draw it. Yeah, let's do red. What did you say red was though?
Black cherry.
All right, let's do it.
That's what it says. Let's see.
How
Hold on,
bad could
I didn't pop it yet.
I know?
Okay.
I'm waiting. You tell me when, and I will do it when you say.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, let's go.
Don't choke. Ready? Go. Holy
Oh God, it's so down.
How is it worse?
How is it? Yeah, how is it? Oh my God.
Ew. It doesn't even taste good.
Oh God, the taste is awful. Oh God, Zarina, the taste is awful. Why would someone make this?
Somebody compared it to battery acid.
Oh
I've
my!
never had battery acid, but I'm assuming it tastes like this.
No, but it's so acidic.
It is.
Oh, that is unpleasant.
We'll do this for fun. Ugh. Have a sip of your scotch.
That's actually a good
My
call.
amaretto helped.
Oh, Zarina, it's a vile taste. Like,
Okay, mine's starting. Not good. It's starting to taste better.
it's vile. What?
Mm-mm. Okay.
How
Now
is
it's
this?
acceptable. Don't
How
worry.
is this
You can't have
cherry? Does that even taste cherry to you? Like,
it. No. It does taste extreme sour, though. They got that part right.
yeah, no, it's pretty fucking sour. It's pretty fucking sour.
I thought lemon and apple would be the most sour. But so far we've had blue
Oh.
raspberry, because raspberries are blue apparently, and black cherry. Okay.
Have they ever like? You have to wonder if they've ever actually eaten a cherry. Like,
My eye is twitching.
yeah, I know, right? Oh,
It's
this.
getting sweeter. It's getting sweeter. You okay?
Honestly, I'm chewing it. I'm chewing it to be done with it.
They're so hard.
I know.
These are harder than those, like, what were they called? Gobstoppers?
Oh my God, I've chipped a tooth on those. Oh, those everlasting gobstoppers. Oh my God.
They were good, though.
Oh my God.
It's hot in here. It must be Falco's hair.
Oh God. Okay. Okay. I got it. There it is.
There.
Okay.
Will be. It tastes like cherry before your taste buds burn off. No, after your taste buds burn off, because you just have to imagine it. More accurate.
He's outstanding. Okay.
Yes.
How do I do the thing? Oh my God.
We were supposed to do it while we were having the candy, but that didn't work out.
Well, no, I was incapacitated. Okay.
Better than being decapitated. Thanks, Evan.
I probably had too much. Okay. Good God. All right, everyone. I'm closing the
We're
giveaway.
okay.
We have
We're okay.
we have 7 entrants, 16 tickets purchased. I don't even know what the fuck the giveaway is for, but somebody just here we're drawing a winner. It's
The Hill is
the Hill
silent.
Silent. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Good job, buddy. Now the Hill is
You have
Silent.
won extreme sour candies.
Yes. Yes. You get this whole bit. Why are there so many of them? The Hill is Silent. I have no idea what the giveaway was for, but whatever the hell it is, just tell me what Outbreak game you want, and I'll on whatever system, and I'll send it to you. Did we achieve the 7-game thingy? I don't know.
Hold on,
I don't even know how to know. Like,
My eye is still twitching.
the Hill Silent, I'll take it. The Hill is silent. Just DM me on Dis. I think we're on Discord buddies. Just DM me on Discord and tell me whatever. Just tell me whatever the hell you want. It's fine. I'll just do whatever you want. All right. All right, Zarina. Do you want to end it on a yellow or a green?
Oh, I still have the other one. Hold
Wait.
on. I have to chew it.
Oh no! I would spit that. I would spit that into
Yeah,
a
I'm spitting it.
trash
There's no
can.
too.
Just
Hold on,
spit
I'll
it
do
into a
that.
trash can and then burn the trash can.
Okay.
So what's your pick? Is it yellow or green?
My eye is still twitching. Green.
Green. All right. How bad could green be?
How do you open these things?
Yeah, that's the other thing too. It's like they're
Okay.
they should build spaceships with like whatever material these are sealed in. Come on.
Cheers.
Hold on. I'm struggling.
Okay, I'm waiting.
Can't get the wrapper off the damn thing. Okay. All right, I'm ready. Here we go.
Ready?
All
I
right.
feel like it's hot. Oh God.
Are you making me laugh while I do this? Oh God. No!
It just gets worse.
No!
It gets worse every time.
Oh, God. Oh, it's vile.
I'm gonna cry.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, so vile.
Oh my God. You
Okay.
okay? These are sour.
Does
I don't
this
have
actually
no taste buds.
does this taste like apple? Can you actually can you actually taste anything anymore?
Mm-mm.
My tongue is numb.
It's numb, but I still feel it.
I know, right?
Wilby says we should have had both. Wilby, I
No!
love you, but it's not gonna happen.
Fuck no! Oh God, I'm so glad you didn't let me do 4 at once. Oh my God.
I wonder how much more we would have felt. I don't wonder enough to try it.
No, I don't want to do that. I want the challenges to go back to things like, would we eat pineapple pizza?
I think I might choose this over pineapple pizza.
Really?
Okay, I can taste like apple now.
Yeah, I can taste the apple. Okay. You know what? The post sour taste this one, I'm not going to say it's good, but it's not offensive.
No, you know what? I like the post sour taste. It's apple. It's green apple.
It's green apple.
Yeah, I like green apple.
How the hell was the other one cherry? Like
Nope. Battery acid.
battery acid
Red
is it?
Battery acid. Okay. Spit it out. Lemon.
Oh, we're doing lemon?
Well, why not? We've come this far.
Yeah. Just give me
NyQuil
40.
cherry? Maybe. Maybe it was NyQuil cherry. It doesn't actually taste like cherry, but it's got the numbing
Oh
effect.
my God, that's what it was. It was like NyQuil.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. I have lemon. I'm ready. Tell me when.
Okay, hold on. Between the alcohol and the numbing, disgusting battery acid candies, I can't open it. Okay, got it.
Okay. We're
You
doing
ready?
it? Yep. All right,
Go.
go.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, no! No! Oh my God! How it? Oh,
Bad touch.
oh God, it burns the throat.
It's awful.
Oh my God.
You have a tub of these.
Oh,
You have a
fuck
tub.
this! It's going to fucking trash can! Fuck this! Oh, it's
Wordy
vile.
is a smart one.
Oh yeah. She said she worked. Well, I'm actually not going to be sarcastic because she worked really hard today, and then she put all 3 kids to sleep. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna shut the hell up.
She was a smart one.
She was a smart one.
Corinne says that candy is secretly medicine to kill off the zombie virus, obviously. That's it. We have our solution.
Oh, it's so. Why is it so acidic though? It's so acidic.
It doesn't taste like lemon.
No.
It tastes like death.
Like what is this taste? What is this? It's no, you know what it is? It's it, I lost the thought.
It's something along the lines of, "Are you happy now, stupid?"
It's definitely that, but it's also, you know, like that lemon cleaning spray. Like, I don't know what it's called, but it like but it like hyper like it's like an exaggerated like if a lemon was as powerful as 10,000
Pledge.
lemons.
Pledge.
It tastes
Yes.
like how that smells.
It tastes like Pledge.
Well,
It makes your eye twitch. My eye is really twitching.
I know, right?
Oh boy.
I
I'm
don't
so
care.
glad I have such a small pack of this.
I'm like, dude, I'm so tempted to send you this, to just mail this to you.
Nope. I still have all of these. What am I gonna do? I can't. Nope.
Oh god, it's vile. Like, it's vile. What do you?
Okay, it tastes like lemon now. Hey, this is actually kind of pleasant. Yep.
I like that
It's pretty good
we're 3 minutes into it, and you're just like, yeah, okay, it's pretty good now. Oh, all of the
It's good
taste is
enough
worn off. You have no taste buds left on your tongue. It's pretty great.
Default. Oh, my stomach hurts.
Yeah. well, Zarina, I do want to genuinely thank you for being here, and I also want to genuinely thank you for what a wonderful and supportive person you've been since I don't even remember when we met now. I know it was before the Kickstarter, but thank you for continuing to support us and for coming on to streams with us and for participating within the game as well, and letting us have these wonderful experiences with you with the Warheads.
Wonderful.
Thank you. I genuinely appreciate everything you've done, and I cannot thank you enough. But I don't ever want to eat Warheads with you again.
No. I'm pretty sure I'm going to throw the rest away. They're going in the garbage. I can't do it. It's not going to happen.
But-
and I can't give them away because I can't do that to anybody I care about.
Who like what is the who is buying these to be like it's like you buy like a pack of Twizzlers or a pack of Sour Patch Kids because it's like they taste great. Who's buying this because they want this?
Half an hour ago, we were those naive people. Okay, we were like, "Oh, I've had sour before. Sour candies don't exist." Mm-hmm.
So do you think it's like that they just they prey on new customers? Like, they don't have any repeat customers. They just keep, there's 7 billion humans or whatever. They just keep cycling through the population, and they can sell enough to keep themselves solvent. That's what's actually happening here?
They're laughing at us.
They're watching this and laughing at us. All right, everyone. Well, so this was God, I can't think. This was hopefully we have sufficiently explained why Unreal Engine 5 was a good idea. That was the goal here. I hope we've also explained why we will never be influencers for I like Zarina, I literally have a headache right now. Like literally.
Stomach, head,
And
tongue,
I
mouth.
and I hope folks are excited about Shades of Horror and are excited about the progress. And we're going to be back next month. We're going to be doing these dev streams once a month. Wordy Banshee Julia is going to do the next stream. It's going to be a deep dive into how the characters are made, and I believe she said she's going to be making characters on stream to show folks the tools, because the tools are incredible. And we're going to be at GDC March 20th, 21st, 22nd. We're going to be at PAX East March 24th, 25th, and maybe 26th. We're going to be posting our location on Discord as we go around the show floors. We're going to be meeting with publishers But if you are going to be at either of those, please reach out to us, and we'd love to catch up with you. We're happy to sign Outbreak stuff because we have a lot of people who ask us for that. And we're going to try to do a probably Montreal Gaming Con later this year, and maybe TGS in September if we can wing it. Please go to the Backer Kit store if you're watching this on video on demand or live. Please pick up a NPC or a playable Survivor character. It really helps us out with the development of it. You can also get pre-order physical and digital games. Scott, I can't even see anymore. And please buy the games digitally, and please just I don't help Zarina. I don't know where to go anymore.
It's not getting any better.
No, it's not. we're gonna end this, guys. We love everybody.
I did want to say thank you. I did want to say thank you. Honestly, you're thanking me, but I didn't do anything. I thank you. We believe in you. All of us believe in you, even when we're slightly incapacitated. Not
I appreciate that, Zarina.
So thank you. Thank you on behalf of all of us in the Discord and everywhere else.
You are welcome.
Says poggers. I don't remember what that means, but yeah.
But what did he say?
Poggers.
What the fuck is poggers? I don't know what that means.
I think it's a positive. I think it's a good thing. You're poggers.
I'm not like I.
You remember Pogs?
Oh, I do. I loved Pogs when I was a kid. Oh, those were cool. Zarina, I also appreciate talking to you because you and I are kind of around the same. We had the same general childhood years, and it's always good to talk to somebody from like who understands things. 'Cause I don't understand anything that anybody says to me over these chat messages. So it's so nice to talk to people like you and be just like, yeah, let's just talk about 80s movies.
Yeah, I know 80s movies.
No. Alrighty. All right, everybody, we're calling this. We're well over. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Zarina. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Bye. Wait, we did the drawing. Yeah, we did the drawing. Yeah. Hill is silent. DM me. We're good. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.